I forgot to move colors in Shane.
Where are
Your
we?
hair was being naughty today.
Haha.
Oh my.
Ha.
Oh wow, we're in here. Oh, because we're on the Devon layer. Is that it?
You are currently
we're on the
in the Devon zone.
I mean, it'd be kind of funny to be like the angel and devil. If you could separate both of us.
If
Angel and
I
devil
could,
angel.
I would. Because that would be incredible.
It is doable in
Devon
Fugi Tech if you ever want to. Just letting you know.
God. No, I know it's doable. It is less that and more the amount of space that I have in that window up there is very limited.
Oh, absolutely fair.
And
All
like
right.
I could get 2 people on there, but the framing would not be fantastic. Hello, everyone. So, Shane,
Yes.
you have some complaints that you would like to levy, correct?
I mean, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum,
I mean, that's
but I feel that this singularity, this lost belt, which is totally different, by the way.
Totally different than Singularity.
It's totally different than singularity. Has it's becoming slightly long in the tooth. And it could be an internal factor that makes me feel that way, like being sleepy peepee. It could be that Furry Con Moscow is not my preferred setting.
I'm gonna be real. I kind of love this fucking setting.
I think it could be a matter of personal preference. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Like, I guess none of the singularities have really rocked my socks off, but like some of them were funny. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And others had like people that looked like Veen in them, so that was fun. So yeah, I don't know. Look at that.
Understandable.
Oh my god. Oh my. 100 spins.
Oh, we have claimed all the grand prizes. Now we get to roll 100 at once.
100 spins. There we go.
Ma'am?
Uh-oh,
Ma'am?
you were spinning too hard. You were spinning too hard. Spin too close to the sun.
I don't know how to take this. I don't know.
Hello! I think the game crashed.
Lotto bug. Is this a known bug?
Hello, Trent. Okay, let's you know what? I got the glitch. I need to restart. The lotto is so fucked in this event. That's crazy.
Ba-da-da-da-dee-doo. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the singularity has been kind of long and kind of meandering, like a mid-2010s Pixar movie, a little bit.
Understandable.
I feel like there's a lot of talking and not a lot of things happening. But maybe that's just me.
You want to know what I think it is?
Okay.
I think it is the fact that, unfortunately, this story has been placed right at the cusp of a shit ton of exposition. And this story is probably going to be the one where we end up figuring a lot of stuff out. So it is being kept with a limited perspective where we're not getting to see as much of the antagonists as we would like.
It could be.
That is what I think it is.
It's I guess it's hard to identify like it can be hard to identify, like, it's easy to like, wow, I really like this about something, but like sometimes when something just doesn't hit, it's like, why does this not hit? And again, like, other singularities have also been like not like, I haven't been blown away by any of them yet. I thought like maybe the most I've liked one was probably Seraph in terms of like, you know, storytelling. I think
Seraph
it was kind of convoluted,
like
fucked up, and
legitimately
confusing.
good, but it was definitely kind of weird.
I liked the, I guess the pacing is also different than it was when we started this over 2 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Like when we got to Orleans, it was like, all right, let's do some like really short sections because everything has to have a battle.
Yeah.
And then we would just spend like 20 minutes just talking about whatever the fuck. And now we have the dreaded dialogue only nodes, where it says, all right, get ready to read for 30 minutes. Cold reads, you don't know what character this is until 20 minutes in. And also, you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, you know? So that happens.
I mean, me
Oh, I guess I
personally, I love that shit, but that's me. All right, I guess, just trying to think here. I would say, overall, I'm feeling this singularity, but also it's like, or wasp well, but I think a lot of it is just like, I find the setting novel for me, and I like how the Lost Belt prologue just sort of threw us here and everything is just fucked.
It's really weird to me that there is any kind of hierarchy. Like, Gordolf is like, I'm the boss. He's like, who the fuck cares? Everyone is dead. I understand it's probably just for the bit at this point, but it's like, it's a really long bit.
I mean, the way I see it is it's like, look, we can just let him be the boss because, quote unquote, letting him be the boss is... Have you ever been in that situation where you're with someone and they're like, I'm the leader, that means I'm gonna be leading, and just like humoring them and then just doing the tasks anyway?
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it for sure. But I don't know. I guess it's good that Remy and Co are like Batman with a no-kill policy for him.
Yeah, exactly. But speaking of no kill, I guess before we start, Shane, how have you been doing since last week?
I'm tired, boss. I had an allergic reaction to my girlfriend's cat.
Oh no.
Well, it's more like I had an allergic reaction to the springtime dander that he's starting to exude. And so on Monday to Tuesday night, I did not get a lot of sleep because even though I left, like, it persisted for like nearly 12 hours. I don't know if it was just too deep in my system or something. It was miserable.
Understandable.
And then I also haven't been sleeping well for 2 months. So I'm playing catch up on that a little bit. But other than that, things aren't so bad. It's warming up. It's beautiful springtime in the great state of Michigan.
Speaking of Michigan, did you hear about the Michigan Toho
patron saint?
Yeah, the patron saint of Michigan, who is
Yes.
also blessed with the
Yeah.
road construction and is also blessed with the Shion buff of Egyptian white girl.
Yeah, that is interesting that you mentioned that.
All right,
I'm not sure what that's all about.
I don't know what that's about either. And Colors, how are you doing?
I just got complimented and I don't know how to take this feeling.
Oh. Wait, who complimented you?
It's Subi. Subi complimented me, but also I had Maxi Molina come by yesterday, and they're also like I don't know how to take this. I legitimately don't know what to do with compliments. I'm just sitting here with a handful of compliments being like, well, those exist now.
Well, Colors, I think that you are fantastic, a wonderful artist, a great voice actor, a good friend. If I had to give you a critique,
Yeah?
I think you let people walk all over you sometimes.
Damn.
Oh, damn, he hit it!
And,
You gonna take that from him?
And I think that you're just very nice. I think
Too nice.
you should punch people more. You should kill them. You should be more willing, I think, personally, to commit crimes.
You know
Oh.
what? You're so right.
Yeah.
Red's so right.
Commit some crimes. Why not? Who's gonna stop you? God?
I'm here for this. I'm here for murder is okay in the RedMufflerMan stream.
Murder is okay. Murder is okay. I'm a Gundam
If I
fan.
learned anything from Tales of Vesperia, also yes, sometimes I go viral in unexpected ways. I will personally never forget about bisexuality. Because,
Oh my gosh, he's back!
right.
Speaking of bisexuality.
Speaking of bisexuality, some of the most important people in my life are bisexual. One of my friends, who I guess is none of my business to out them. Rin Tosaka is bisexual.
Yeah.
Somebody told me Shiro was bisexual today, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Who cares?
I mean, yeah, Shiro is bisexual. One of the canon pairings is Shiki Shiro.
All right, let's start reading.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. This place is a lost belt, not a singularity. Take note. A different world where the pruning theoretical phenomenon is still taking place. I didn't know you know those words, Musashi.
Ah, yes, the PTP for short.
PTP. So, now you're after the bad guys, cryptors, you called them? Crypto bros? Who ruined the world.
Anastasia, all of my apes are gone.
And on top of that, the hot gunslinger you've got with you is Billy the Kid. I hope that might be the case when I heard you call him Billy, and I was totally right. This is great. This is so great. No rattling your sword at Billy. Musashi? Whoa, how'd you know? Sorry, old habits and all that. Besides, a quick draw battle between a gunslinger and a swordsman? It's kinda odd.
What is your damage?
How could I not want to see which one of us would win? Granted, I've already won a number of quick draw battles with other gunslingers, but Billy the Kid's got to be like on a whole nother level.
I'm a goddamn 3-star. Leave me alone.
Is it true you could fire off 3 rounds between a man's eyes before he even had time to blink? You are supposed to be the fastest gun, faster than lightning, right?
Of course I am. Plenty of folks have come to see if the rumors are true, and they've gotten more than 2 or 3 rounds between the eyes for their trouble. This ain't really the place, though. Too closed in. You're planning on deflecting anything of fire and rush me for the kill, ain't you? Probably capped the whole thing off by saying something about how you was only looking to see who's faster than just mosey along. Am I right?
I saw right through me, huh? Guess you and I are both outlaws through and through.
So you guys size each other up even when you're joking around? You really are incorrigible. Seems like a big waste of ammo to me.
Hey, I keep the... okay. Hey, I keep the rules of engagement as much as the next outlaw. Ain't my fault this little lady's a ruthless savage.
I mind my manners too, you know. I just happen to enjoy life and death duels as much as I do testing my skills. Teehee.
That... so... Because it sure looks to me like the only thing that you're worried about with your sword play is staying alive no matter what.
These two just need to fuck already, Jesus Christ.
There's no room in here.
I'm glad to see you're all hitting it off so well, senpai.
Anyways, I think we'd better be putting that duel off, I think we better be putting the dueling off for a while we're here. I can't read tonight. I spent all of my energy yesterday recording for things. I noticed during that last scrap that my gunshots were sure making a hell of a lot of noise here, so... Wait, that's it!
Billy, what the fuck?
Yup, there! We can use the ringing of my gunshots to help figure out how to get around in here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I doubt it'll give us a straight shot to the exit, but it ought to at least give us an idea on where to go. Only thing is, I ain't really got the ear to figure out the change in the sound. Keen hearing ain't really my strong suit, you know? I bet the musician could pull it off, but of course he ain't here right now. How about you, Miss Samurai? Think you could do it?
What the fuck is this logic? I don't have to. We got someone else with excellent hearing right here.
the fucking wolf.
Oh, Pachi!
Wait,
We're dragging him in.
you want me to figure out the differences in the acoustics of Billy's gunshots?
Yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
you ain't installed the rock wool yet, have you?
Well, I have done that before. It's a handy trick to figure out how many demonic beasts there are in a pack. But figuring out this labyrinth's layout? I don't know.
You got it. Oh god, you have a line reading. Say it.
And we got our line reading.
All right. What did you say? What did you say? My ears are still ringing!
Ah!
That's how you get tinnitus.
Come on, Pachi, you're all ears.
Masashi, what the fuck?
So I heard.
So I heard. All right, Pachi, we're betting on those Yaga ears of yours. I'm sure they can pull us through this. What do you say? Will you give it a shot? If not, I'm gonna keep shooting regardless.
Oh, all right. Guess that's our only option.
We're counting on you.
Don't worry. These ears of ours aren't just for show.
He's a teenager. This doggo is a teenager to me.
The front path leads to a dead end, and the left side takes us back to where we were. There's a staircase leading up if we go diagonally. Can't we just put our fucking right hands out and just, like, walk in a circle?
That probably don't work here because it's too big.
No, this isn't it. Every path here leads to a dead end. If you get close to it, you can see if you see the big red pentagon, or the big white pentagon, that means it just takes you back. But if you kind of start to see the other side of the log, it means it's the next level. We have to go back and try another one.
You have to make sure that as you walk towards the door that the Lost Woods theme continues playing.
Right. That's what I need my ears for. Fuck this gunshot shit. What, were bullets free? Hang on. There's a path that doesn't ricochet at all.
You walk in and you just found out that you shot the Minotaur dead. Oh, that's why I didn't ricochet.
Then that means
It's a straight shot out, apparently.
Let's go, Master!
Hold on, there's something here.
Oh no. Oh god, you really did shoot the Minotaur! Holy shit, Billy!
Billy, what the hell?
Oh. Doesn't look like it. They're just regular beasts here to guard the exit.
Oh, that all? Shouldn't be any kind of trouble for us then.
In that case, let's wrap this up nice and quick. I had to save bits and pieces of these creatures to eat so I could keep a minimum of magical energy going when I was on my own. But now that I've got Master, the sky's the limit. No more worrying about keeping the tasty bits intact. Time to show these things what I can really do.
What?
Does anybody else
what
think
were
the red things
tasty
look kind of like
bits?
Muzzy?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Muzzy.
Yeah, somebody was
Oh.
fucking posted about Muzzy the other day on
Oh.
Blue Sky. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, that's how you
It
know
is
blue
cool.
sky is for the old liberals.
Eso de ro. Delicioso.
Oh shit!
That's
I gave
talking
Ark
about
the wrong. I gave Ark the wrong thing. Oh well, it's fine.
That happens. Yes, we did see the Star Rail versions of Saber and Archer, and they look incredible.
They look incredible. It's
They
just
look
too bad
incredible.
I'm not going to be playing Star Rail.
No, we don't play Star Rail.
Yeah.
Also, Final
Look,
Crash
man.
180. Thank you for the follow. I will, however, be bullying my fiance, being like, honey, please pull Saber. Please try to roll for Saber.
The good news is, you can play as Saber in a non-gacha game if you buy Fate Extella and or Fate Extella Link.
Or I could play Fate Unlimited Codes.
You sure could, but that's not available on modern platforms. You gotta
It is available on my PC through various, yeah.
Wait,
I guess I could
Saber's
also
in
play
Melty
Type
Blood. What the
Lumina.
fuck?
I could also just play Type Lumina.
That'd be way easier. That game is reaching its steady state because it hasn't got any fucking updates in like 2 years.
But also, it's like only being played by the people that give a shit about it, which is like where you want your fighting game to be. Once you hit the point of like the people that care about the game are the ones playing it, that's when you know the game has made it.
I think it's also, though, it can make it difficult for new players to walk in when it's just like, yeah, everybody here has been playing this game since launch, which was, when did that game come out? 21?
Something like that.
4 years of Melty Blood Type Lumina. You guys feel old yet? There's too many 5-year chunks of my life.
There we go. But on the flip side of that, like, I do feel that it's like, oh, hey, yeah, like, a lot of people are already really good, but also you don't have to go, like, if you really wanted to get good at Type Lumina right now, there's so much, like, footage and documentation that you can look
a lot of resources.
So, like, because the resources
we're no longer,
are
like,
there.
in the discovery phase for the most part.
So it's, like, really, like, if you wanted to catch up, it would be very easy to just, like, apply yourself for, like, a week.
Like when we walked you through all of Granblue Relink in fucking 2 streams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was a little much in my opinion.
We probably
chance
should
to
have let you
enjoy.
enjoy that game at your own pace, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, content beckons.
Unfortunately, it's hard for me to enjoy things at my own pace, which is why 100 Line has been calling to me, and I was thinking, what if I just streamed 100 Line? Yeah!
If you streamed 100 Line, you would never finish it, dude. It'd be like Samram or RE4 Remake.
It would 100% be like that, unless I streamed it every single day.
If you streamed it and just didn't look at the chat, I think you could have a good time.
Yeah.
But I think chat diversions would, there's a difference between playing a game in a vacuum and playing a game on stream.
100,000 million %. I think the best time I ever had playing an RPG on stream was when I was playing FF7 Remake on stream with Zach. And we very minimally looked at chat.
Fair?
Not that Zach Fair. It was my old roommate, who is not Zach Fair.
Okay.
But is a Zach.
Yes, and like we played through Remake, and we kept chat interaction to just kind of like a minimum, and it was kind of fantastic. And I would do it again. All right. How to wrap this up? Maybe a good old-fashioned see you in hell, or something like that. Then again, this place is hellish enough as it is. Yeah, eat shit, nerd.
¿Qué es esto? That's it. Now it's just a straight shot looking at the camera to get outside.
This is it. It's just a straight shot.
Great! I'll get my stuff.
Fucking hell.
It says here only master can.
Whoa.
There! You made it out!
So I wasn't dreaming after all. I should have known.
Huh. Hello, fellow classmate.
Hello, not fellow castmate.
Come on now, you've been pissing in our ears about your regrets for a while now. Save the grieving for later.
Well done, everyone. Now that you're out there, now that you're out of all of their monitoring now that you're out there, all of our monitoring functions are back online. It looks like the Operniki and Metropolitan Macarius are both gone. I think that's the first time I've actually had to say that name.
It's so weird to say. I want to say Maracas so bad.
Metropolitan Macarena.
Thank you.
Metropolitan Macarena! It's about time you got to a point where we can monitor you again! How How could you let your guard down like that, you fools? What were you thinking, getting lost in a place where we can't track you?
Whoa there, partner. The point of having an ace up your sleeve like that is the other guy can't see it. What's your fucking damage?
Really is white gold off. The fact that they made it back alive is a victory in its own right. Astelio's noble phantasm is one of the few man-eater twaps ever to exist, even in the Grecian world.
Snodax34, thank you for the follow.
Ooh. Not only did Remy's team manage to escape it, they even acquired a new powerful ally in Miss Miyamoto. If that's not a victory, I don't... More wiggly brow?
Oh no, Musashi's about to start fucking thirsting.
Miss Miyamoto, am I mistaken? Or are you floating? Why, yes, I am. Nice to know your eyes are as sharp as your good looks are devastating.
Why is she floating?
Why is she floating?
What's going on?
I wish that they cared enough to make this like Witch on the Holy Night, because like she would just have a real smooth like bobbing up and down
It
animation.
would look great. It would look fucking
It would be
great.
so good.
Witch on the Holy, it's crazy. Like going from like Mihoyo and Tsukihime remake back to like original Fate. Like I really miss the silly things they do with the sprites.
Yeah.
I'm afraid Miss Miyamoto does not have warm roots in this Rust Belt. Her existence here is inherently unstable, even after forming a connection with Miss Remy earlier. Wiggly brow. Now I see. So this is the downside to being able to waste it with one's own power. Bluntly, she is not altogether different from a ghost. Ooh. She has no place in any world, whether in proper human history or Rust Belt. Well, gee, when you put it that way... Yep, pretty much. I mean, I am a female Musashi who doesn't belong anywhere, let alone in Remy's history. I'll just take this knife and stab myself. It's great. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow. I'll just fucking kill myself.
I used to be a drifter with no place to call home, wandering around no goal beyond improving my swordsmanship. But now that I've reached 0 and attained a sword that surpasses my father's, I don't even have that!
You know, when they said I wanted to hit 0, I didn't think it meant hitting rock fucking bottom.
Well, honestly, I don't know why I bother to travel at all anymore. Musashi?
Miss Miyamoto, you're trauma dumping.
You're kind of trauma dumping. Don't worry, I'm totally fine with it. I may not be totally corporeal anymore, but I'm still me. All I need are beautiful people to look at, money to buy udon, and challenging enemies to fight. Still, it sucks that my presence here is unstable. The 3 Fs. Food, fighting, and mating. After letting loose in that battle, I can tell this place is just doesn't quite agree with me. I guess even my connection to Remy isn't enough to keep me anchored.
So that means...
I've done this enough that I could tell it probably won't be too long before I tumble off into another world. Woo! Sorry to say, I won't be able to stick by you to the end here. In fact, this might even be the last time I ever... Nope, not bringing myself down. Nope, Whatever happens from here on out, I'm glad I showed up in this world. After all, I got to save your life just in the nick of time. Not every day I get a chance like that.
You may think of her as a tumbler.
Did they just Starfinger Musashi?
I think they just star-fingered Musashi.
Oh no! How are we gonna get out of here? Oh fuck! Musashi shows up, right? Well, that's great. She's so strong. She can probably beat all of the Lost Belt servants. But then she has to go.
Yeah,
I
we
just
can't.
found out. She has to leave.
She's like Purple Haze.
Holy shit. I'm the Deus Ex Machina.
I don't really get what's going on, but basically you're gonna be disappearing soon. Doesn't that scare you?
Also, Shogoku says, I just saw you in chat. I loved that fucking artwork you posted. That shit was fucking great.
Oh my god, I love it. That was everything to me.
Can I share that on stream here in a bit?
Please. Of course it does. And I hate that I won't be able to stick around. But I sit around feeling sorry for myself. I'll miss the chance to help out while I can.
All right, hold up. I am putting this on stream because it literally... There were two things that made my day today. Only one of them I'm allowed to talk about.
Ooh.
So, I am saving this image. We're dragging it in OBS. Dismantle the Operniki, Master of Chaldea.
Who let it out?
I fucking love this picture. It's so good.
It's perfect. It's so perfect.
It's so fucking good.
Oh my god.
God. It feels really good to know that our fucking dumbass shenanigans have been immortalized now.
Exactly.
Ah. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Getting back to it, where the heck? Where did everyone go? There did it go.
Hi. Anyway, there you have it, Remy. Time is definitely not on my side. Ah, shit. I might not be able to help you out as much as I'd like, but I'll do my best to clear the way forward for you while I can. Thanks, Musashi. We love you. Even with your trauma dumping ass.
That bitch needed a therapist. Are you finally done talking? People from the East being unafraid of death is nothing special. What the fuck, Gordo?
Gordolph, would you like to be afraid of undeath?
It's the same culture that gave us harakiri and wabi-sabi.
What?
You
Oh, are you
know.
serious? Wabi-sabi? You really?
At any rate, we've no more use for that Yaga. Get rid of him. Go on, get out of my sight. Shoot.
Yeah, that figures.
Fuck off.
Wait.
Ears perk up. Ooh woo. What?
Don't get started here with your thinly disguised fetish, Master of Chaldea.
Thinly? Wow, I thought I was being obvious with it. Damn, I need to try harder. We can't speak for the rebel army, but for our part, we don't blame you for cooperating with the enemy. However, we do want as much information as you can give us on Ivan the Terrible.
What, are you still planning to feed him? Forget it. It's impossible.
Oh, well, impossible, you say. And why is that?
Because I can't tell you.
It's a secret.
It's so horrible, I can't even put it into words.
Oh, Jesus. You can't put into words. Oh, no.
That's the line as far as I'm concerned.
So, he must be quite large.
Jesus Christ.
Patsy comes up a fucking hairball. Ah!
I thought that was an ad-libbed line. I'm like, Colors, what did you mean by that? When I made this Hawk Tua noise, and then you talked about somebody being large? Let me avert your eyes.
Hello, Riley.
What was even the end of that fucking line, dude?
It was,
Beforehand?
he's that much of a monster.
Monster. But you started hacking it up, so I thought that was the line because you said I can't put it into words.
Yes.
I needed to sit up a little bit, I guess.
Oh, wait, were those actually real coughs?
I think those are real, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought that it was just a genius tier ad lib.
Exactly. I thought it was just being like, I can't put into words.
No, that's no. I'm sorry to say that I was actually I was leaning back a little bit, and it said, hey, you better sit up right now. So I had to hawk to a spit on that thing.
Yes.
Large doesn't even begin to describe it. He's on a whole other level. Oh, get me out of here. I can't do this.
Percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind. It's all right, Pachi. We're golden wind. We fought and beaten some truly enormous enemies before.
Smash what the fuck?
In a fight, right?
In a fight, right?
Yeah, I remember when we This is Harry Potter and the author's barely disguised fetish.
This is great.
Oh, he was so big. Yeah, I bet you Tiamat was bigger. Yeah, she was pretty big. How big is? Yeah, you know, Kraid from Metroid, tiny. It goes way bigger.
Yeah, there was another. Remember that other transfer student came in with the huge gongos.
Bazongas!
New servant shows up, even bigger stature.
With that said, I'm With that said, with the rebel army wiped out, all chances of defeating Ivan the Terrible now are slim, verging on non-existent.
That's why I keep telling you not to even try going after him.
All right, this is the based squad right here. I can imagine Pachi and Baby Da Vinci going into a Walmart and like just causing chaos together.
I want Pachi to carry.
These are the based squad.
To put Baby Da Vinci up to the monitor, like that one meme.
Yeah.
So when you say based, you mean like a turkey baster, or do you mean like BASED?
BASED is in based on a true story.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
This is going nowhere fast. Any ideas for how to break this stalemate, Holmes?
Not yet. I'm afraid Pachi's remarks alone aren't nearly enough to draw reliable conclusions. Every single piece of a puzzle must fall into place. Inspection, eyewitness testimony, and evidence. Only with all those can I begin to accurately determine our chances for victory.
What are you, fucking Ryunosuke Naruhodo?
Oh my god, dude, the fucking end of that game is so fucking long.
Yeah.
Let me save you some time. Here it is right now. Zilch. But okay, fine. Let me save you some time. The sword. If you're that determined,
I got you.
If you're that determined to fight the Tsar, you should just see him for yourselves and have your spirits broken in the process.
Well, before that, there's a matter of whether we can even get close to him. As matter stands, we cannot.
Okay, Keith, yeah, you need to finish Great Ace Attorney, especially because we're bringing you in for it whenever we get back to Case 2.
There we go! The frontier may be fairly free of Opaniki, but the capital area is crawling with them. Whomst?
Oh, shit. Shane, take it.
Then I guess it's up to me to do something about that. It's probably one of my characters, maybe.
Oh, it is,
okay,
actually.
yeah.
That voice!
That's not what I would have used if I knew I was doing Beowulf, but that's okay.
Well, I guess it's up to me to handle that.
It's up to me to handle that in the flesh.
It's me, Beowulf,
It's
the
me.
hero of legends.
Oh my god, Beowulf, you sound so different when you're from a distance.
I came as soon as I could after the Yaga blah 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 blah. After the Yaga baba haba baba. I came as soon as I could after the Yaga I had watching this place told me what was happening. But I guess I was too late. So what do we do about the plan now?
I'll figure something out.
So real.
Maybe?
Good. Glad your spirit isn't broken. As long as you can keep your chin up like that, you'll be alright. Huh? Hang on. Is this all the servants we had?
No, I'm afraid Avicii Brone is still missing.
Let me see.
Oh, by the by.
Oh yeah,
the-
sorry. Let's change the. Let me change the music, dude.
Yeah, hold up. I got the soundboard. Let me just clicky clap. All right, there we go. Oh, by the by, the little lady over there making eyes at you, hoping for a duel, is Miyamoto Musashi.
I think Moto likes you. Miyamoto Musashi, huh? And here I thought I was just some crazy. Wait, Miyamoto Musashi? As in the great swordmaster from the Far East?
Why the fuck do you know that?
I have all the information I need provided to me by the Holy Grail for plot reasons.
Is that a Japanese history dictionary set behind you?
Daijobu.
Mondai Nawa.
Minasan,
No,
konnichiwa.
not go that
Boku wa
far.
Beowulf
Boku
desu.
wa, go on.
Boku. Nihongo jozu.
Nihongo jozu desu ne.
Watashi wa Steven Spielberg desu.
Oh, sugoi.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Namae wa Stanley desu.
Oh, sugoi.
yeah. Very
Nihongo
good.
jozu.
Nihongo jozu.
But never mind that. Is it true you fought the giant Grendel all on your own?
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing I did. Oh, she's rattling the thing. I see what your game is now. But unfortunately, I'm not fighting anyone here unless I have to. Now, with circumstances being what they are.
I swear to God, Musashi's literally just fucking Goku. How many
think that
Gokus do we have right now?
There are at least 3 Gokus. We have Sanzang. We have fucking was
Oh my God, I
was
know.
Skaha a Goku or was that only Li Shuan?
Li Shuan, I think, is the main Goku.
The main Goku. What kind of society have we become?
Yeah, well, you know, we have main Gokus and we have sub Gokus.
I'm wondering if I should. Okay, hold on.
Where are
Well,
the Dom
I
Gokus?
I don't know.
Dango.
Dango.
I love Monster Hunter Rise. That's not even. I don't know. Now with circumstances being what they are, again.
Aw, man, foiled again. At least old man Tajima had the decency to take me up on my challenge.
One of these days, I will finish Samram, Keith.
I love that she rattles her sword like she rattles keychains. Like, come on, fight, please, please.
Well, that's like a thing in like samurai stuff, right?
Yeah,
like if
it
you're,
is.
That's like why in Under Night when you start the round with Yuzu, she's waving around her giant fucking Sephiroth sword.
So good.
Anyway, is this the plan you told me about earlier? You really think it'll work?
Of course not. Hey, if it isn't Pachi, so why isn't it going to work?
Why, hello, Vento. I see that you have, played the demo for Broken Relic, now available on Steam!
Woo!
Alright, I've gotten the shill out of me. I'm good.
Because.
Easy there, partner. Gotta admit, I ain't thrilled about Ivan seeming so much more powerful than we even bargained for. Still, we learned ourselves a little something. Not sure you're gonna like it. Want to hear anyways?
Shoot.
Alrighty then. Looks like Ivan the Terrible's gonna be counting sheep to use that noble phantasm of his that summons all them damn Operniki. So all we gotta do is wake him up, and the Operniki ought to disappear in a flash.
I see. So that's why he's able to summon as many as he wants and have them stick around. Don't do it! Don't do what, Pachi? You can't wake Ivan the Terrible up, and you shouldn't even be thinking about fighting him. Arrgh, I didn't look at the portrait. Did you see him? Yeah, I did. And I... Watashi wa...
Down, boy. Down, boy. Settle down now. That's enough. No. Stop. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, Posse. No. Shh.
Do you remember that Twitter account, Racism Watchdog?
No.
And it would just quote tweet posts and going bark, 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 bark.
Holy shit!
That's so
It's
funny.
probably too bad that it's working overtime now.
Yeah. Billy rolling up a newspaper, swatting Bocce. Wraps the newspaper around his gun and starts pistol whipping him. Oh, shit. The short of it is that Patsy here got a look at Ivan the Terrible in the flesh, and it spooked him something fierce.
Is that so? And now you say we shouldn't even think about fighting him? That's right. He's... How do I put this? He's so far beyond us, I can't even put it into words. Even thinking about fighting him or beating him doesn't make sense. He's a god. I mean, a god.
Oh, no. Colors go.
Pathetic coward.
Nice. Stop it! A god, huh? Pachi, let me tell you a little secret. We heroes, fighting gods like that is pretty much our whole deal.
Yeah, that's our whole deal, Peter. Patsy.
Pachi, listen, Pachi. That goes for Remy, too.
That's exactly right. Some of our past opponents could best be described as gods.
Even you, Remy?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I was just watching. It's like a Pokemon battle.
I love the line. I was just watching.
You're not just getting. Let's go do that. I was just watching. It was just.
Remy is just sitting in the chair watching gods die.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Why is my neighbors are like ramming down the door? It is 10 a.m.
Ramming down the door?
Not ramming down. I should say they're banging against the windows, being like to quiet down. I guess, but I'm not.
Oh, to you?
sure. I guess I don't understand.
Is that something that they do?
Yeah, it's been happening a lot more lately. I don't understand why? Because I'm like, it's time now, and they just want me to shut up. I guess.
What in the
Do I have a shrill voice? I don't freaking know, but
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the kind of voice you have.
yeah.
It was a shrill voice. Sorry, that was a Kanye joke.
Oh.
I'm not going to say what kind of person the doctor was. He was a Jewish doctor.
Fuck, I remember that.
Anyways, well, I mean, your voice can be shrill sometimes, but it's not
Yeah,
like
I
this has
guess,
been any
but
different than
I'm
other
very
ones. Maybe
confused. Yeah.
maybe they've just reached their boiling point.
I guess so. I don't know.
They're banging on the windows like, oh, I
Yeah,
showed
like
up.
it's actually shaking my apartment.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are they banging on their windows or your windows?
Their windows to lead to. I think they are downstairs.
Oh, interesting. Why would they bang on? If I were in their position, I wanted to get your attention. I would get a little like you know those foam hockey sticks you used in like elementary school for like gym class. I'd get
Yeah.
one of those and I put a big old boot on it, and then I'd stomp on the ceiling.
Or like,
know?
you could just knock on the door like a human being and then talk about the situation.
Yeah, that's
don't
why I'm
know.
confused.
Weird. Maybe it's something else. I
I
mean,
don't know either. But they were banging, and I think I couldn't hear them. They were screaming. I
maybe there's a domestic dispute going on downstairs.
I have no idea, man.
I
It definitely happened right after I like started cheering for woo, and I'm like, what the heck?
I'm concerned.
I am concerned as well.
Well, I live alone, so I'm gonna yell.
Anyways, if I have to suddenly like leave, I'll let you know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, continue on. Sorry, just wanted to let you know.
Hi.
just watching.
The servant cock chair.
Wow. We're gonna keep reading. I don't remember what happened, but I bet you were the first to jump into the fray, weren't you?
That's true. I watched the record I left for myself several times now, and that's how it went.
I was fortunate enough to have recorded this as a YouTube video. It was Baby Da Vinci's version of Coco Melon.
So you're not gonna give up?
Pachi, this girl doesn't even know how to give up. Anyway, if the Operniki are all going to disappear once Ivan the Terrible wakes up.
Fucking hell, Keith. The term verbal flashbang is so funny.
Maybe I should take the fight to the capital instead. Hey guys, I'm gonna go take the fight to the capital instead.
Yes, General.
I hate to ask, but can I trust you guys to handle the division near the capital?
But sir, without you, we can't possibly.
Hey now, don't give me that. I thought I trained you guys to be able to operate even when I'm not around. You've got the numbers, and you've got what it takes to fight. If you want, you can always run away, too. There's no shame in running away from the Operniki so you can live to fight another day. That's what I trained you guys for. You hear me?
Yes, General.
We've been over this, remember? You don't get through life by making the world unequal. You do it by spreading equality with...
When did we have this discussion? Woke Beowulf? He ruined my favorite Norse or European hero legend.
Beowulf! Let's go!
Anyways,
You do it by spreading equality wherever you go. You can get where you're going a lot easier with someone at your side than you can on your own.
what else did I teach them?
The joy you get from working together beats the joy you get from kicking others down any day of the week.
I
That's
couldn't
the
agree
famous
more,
Beowulf
General.
motto.
I couldn't agree more, General. But I'm still nervous. Without you around to guide us, I don't know if we could make it.
Part of being a king is planning for what happens after you're gone. You guys will manage okay without me, right? Now that I taught you how to hunt, how to hide, and especially how to live together in big groups.
General Beowulf.
So, sorry, but I'm gonna go with these guys. If I don't, you'll never get the real tomorrow you've been working for.
A real tomorrow, huh?
Billy?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking it might be about time I started taking all this serious. Especially now that we know Yaga are capable of learning and growing much as anyone else. Belle, I got a feeling that just that diversion ain't gonna do the trick. We're gonna need one in the capital, too. So I'll play decoy and draw their attention.
By yourself? Are you nuts? The Operniki in the capital are all freakishly strong. It'd be like taking on 100 servants all on your own.
Yeah, and they call me a gorilla. Don't give it no thought. I'm an archer after all. We ain't the sort to go down easy, you know what I mean? I'll keep them fighting as long as I can. What do you say?
I know Remy said you and I never ran into each other in America. But if we had, I'm sure we would have remembered. I'm sure I would have remembered. Because there can't be many kick-ass outlaws like you around. Ooh, Predator handshake.
Yeah!
He's a legend among legends in the Old West.
Oh, shucks. Oh, you're making me blush. Oh.
You may not go down easy, but I sure do.
Anyway, this ought to make things mighty easier for those of you around the capital. Good luck out there.
All right, Beowulf, Billy. We'll find a way to make it work on our own. Thanks for everything. Make sure you two come back safe Achoo!
You bet. Once Ivan the Terrible's out of the picture, well, we'll try to make it back. No promises, though.
That's okay. I know you hate making promises you're not sure you can keep. All right. We'll make our way ahead of you then. Once we're all set, we'll make sure we get their attention. Oh!
I think they just don't want me to talk in general.
Are you just gonna abandon them?
Are they actually still beating on your fucking walls?
Yeah. Right after I said you must be legends of legends, the Old West. And they were like, that wasn't even that loud.
Huh.
I am concerned about them now. I am like, are you okay? It is 10 a.m.? You're
is
good?
10
I want to see if there's ways that I could like maybe cover up some of them, like my mic, maybe put myself in the booth or something. This is weird.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, like I get it within walls and everything, but I wasn't even that loud. I get it in my whooping, but let me see if I can put some my pads up.
Maybe
Yeah.
you really hate the English language.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they're just upset at America.
So BRB for a second. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
You're
We,
good.
we will cover your parts.
Bum 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 bum.
I'm not abandoning anyone, but I'm not going to keep them safe forever either. The time for that's long past. This isn't the age of heroes anymore. I'm not even sure how I arrived at this conclusion myself. Anyway, the point is, this isn't a time when only heroes or the strong get to survive anymore. Not even in this Yaga world. There's no way anyone should still be ruling on high as a god's agent for hundreds of years.
Not a time when only the strongest get to survive. Huh.
So there you have it, Remy. I know it took a while to get here, but now I'm finally joining your team. Aren't you so excited? You're definitely gonna use me, right?
I mean, I do actually have a copy of Beowulf.
And to kick things off, I got an idea. What do you say we go in and save Adelante and Salieri?
Adelante and Salieri? Then they're still alive?
Sure are. I'm told they were taken captive. They could have handled themselves just fine, of course, but Adelante gave herself up when the enemy took some kids hostage.
That does sound like her.
Right.
Ishul.
And Salieri probably followed her lead. They said they had a piano hostage.
Ah, I suppose then you should take over for Holmes for now.
Alright guys, sorry, I'm not gonna do the Kirby thing.
That's fine.
Just a moment. If they succeeded at capturing a servant as strong as Miss Adelante, then surely they must have taken her back to the capital, no?
You'd think so, but it doesn't look that way. Yaga tailed them, no pun intended, and they told me they actually bypassed the capital and brought the captives somewhere else. An old fortress they turned into a prison.
Well, fortunately, we won't need to infiltrate the capital to rescue them. But why would they avoid the capital to begin with? Perhaps they're concerned about Ivan the Terrible being assassinated? But no, if that were the case, they would have executed them right away. Adelante and Salieri are both servants powerful enough that they need to be heavily guarded at all times. Why would the enemy go so far as to build a prison just to keep them away from the capital?
Rare footage of Holmes actually getting his opium fix.
Could it be because of who else is in the capital? Pachi, you were taken to Yagamas. Sorry, it's like saying, oh, you were taken to racist Georgia.
Racist Georgia.
You were taken to Yaga Moscow after you were captured, correct? Yeah, that's right. What were things like there? Were the Yaga afraid of Ivan the Terrible? No, it didn't look like it. I didn't hear a single one bad-mouthing the Tsar when I was there. I don't blame them, seeing how they live way better off than we do in the frontier. Not to mention all the Operniki everywhere we go. They go. Then can you tell me if they appear to be living in fear of the Obraniki, or if they seem to genuinely love and respect the Tsar? Genuinely? I don't know, that's hard to say. Close your eyes, Pachi. Take a deep breath and think back to what you saw there. Yeah, all right. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Oh, goodness! Oh, goodness! I can't believe he defied the Tsar!
I can also take this
Oh,
one.
sorry, I realized the other guy's the sepia filter.
No, you're fine.
Worthless Yaga? Hell's too good for him.
Hey, yo. Did that Yaga do something bad? Let us juice up in this piece.
The incorrigible runt forgot the debt of gratitude we owe to the Tsar. Now he's suffering the consequences for incurring the Tsar's wrath, and rightly so.
This kid's got pipes. Carpe diem.
Make sure you don't ever end up like him. I don't know what he was thinking, defying the strongest being in existence. We all need to stick together if we're going to survive in this world.
Hey, yo, that's fucked up, Dad.
Okay, let's see if this works out.
Alright, groovy. Welcome back, Color Bruise.
Thank you. Let's hope this works. I don't know. Let's see.
Your treatment probably won't stop sound escaping, it'll just stop it reverberating the same way.
And I hope that's yeah, I don't think it's gonna really stop them either, but let's hope.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. They didn't sound like they were being coerced. They actually sounded like they worshipped him. They didn't seem to be afraid of the Obraniki at all either.
Then, based on what you saw, there was no signs of dissent there.
Not as far as I can tell, no.
Excellent! You have just provided another key piece of the puzzle to the mystery of Ivan the Terrible. And don't worry about the voice before, it's just normal. You have my thanks, Pachi.
No problem. Really.
How can this possibly help us, Holmes? Of course the citizens of Yaga Moscow are going to sing Ivan the Terrible's praises!
The Yaga may be devoted to the principle of the strong get weak, but they are no less possessed of emotions than humans.
The reason that Holmes is ooh-woo speak is because it's really funny.
As we saw with Pachi earlier, there is no Yaga that does not feel fear. All the more so if they are confronting the Tsar, being said to be the agent of God himself. Sure then, if the Yaga in the capital revere the Tsar rather than fear him...
Yes?
That, my friends, means the Tsar must be revered.
You are, as the children say, really spitting. Huh?
What's going on?
Smirk.
Oh, this had better not be going where I think it's going.
I'm afraid that question will have to wait until... right now!
Alright, exposition dump.
Then what the hell is the dramatic pause for? Stop yanking my dick, Holmes!
What it means is that Ivan the Terrible is on the verge of waking up. However, the other authority figures wish to prevent this at all costs. I cannot imagine the Tsar would be especially pleased by the current circumstances after all. As if the rebellion weren't enough, now there are servants being summoned one after another for the express purpose of defeating him.
It is quite bussin', as the kids would say.
The Tsar would surely see this as a state of affairs as nothing short of a personal attack on him and the reign he has established here. As such, even the slightest of disturbances in the capital we all take to wake him up. Fortunately, that means that we may only have to contend with the Obraniki army for a short time.
Now I see. But either way, I gotta make this window bigger to read. We're not heading to the capital just yet. First, we need to rescue Adelante and Salieri.
Yo, Caldea's pretty chill, bro. You should totally, like, join in or some shit, bruh. Ah, we got all sorts of kinds here. We got war criminals, children war criminals, a foxy grandpa, a poison maker. We got everything, yo. We got robots. We got no battle nodes.
The kids don't even know Valhalla anymore, dude.
It's been so long.
Oh my god, isn't this where we found what's her face?
Sita?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I love her because Sita is one of Bullet's favorites.
Oh. Oh, I'm so ashamed. I cannot believe they decided to spare us.
Those dirty bastards threatening to kill those kids if we don't go along. That's no way for the strong to behave.
Be that as it may, it was my fault for not refusing them. I apologize. I just cannot abandon those poor children.
You did everything you could, boss.
I have no right to call myself your boss anymore. Not after so much blood has been spilled. The rebel army has no hope of rebuilding itself anymore. I'll never be able to bear these fangs against the Tsar again.
Who do we
This is
think
probably
this is?
Salieri.
Probably Salieri. God forbid we name him. Things may not be as bad as you think, Adelante.
Deep brews do hit
Huh?
different. You're
Or
right.
not. Who is it? Who is it?
Oh, it's me!
Oh,
Shit!
that's why they did that.
Okay. I've sucked the Salieri voice out of you now, so.
You've sure been running around making a mess of things, haven't you?
You are the mage who was invited to the palace. The crypto, bro. Ah! Man!
It seems that my NFT barrier has stopped you dead in your tracks.
Son of a fuck!
Yeah, there's no way that one servant can fight 1,000 apes. Don't bother. That cage uses NFT binding techniques to keep servants in check.
Fuck, they're not even real!
There's no way you can break through it with your magical resistances.
I suppose I must have frightened you more than a bit to have taken such precautions. Was right-click and save not an option for you? So why are you here? Is it time for my execution?
No. I'm here to recruit you. I want you to form a contract with me and fight on our side.
Are you mad? What mush do you have between your ears in place of brains?
No. I'm dead serious.
So long as you side with the Tsar, we are enemies.
I'm not on his side.
What?
I'm not on the Tsar's side at all. Just take a look around. See any Operniki here? I want to make a deal with you.
A deal?
That's right. I want to take the Tsar down. And I want you to help me.
What do you mean by that?
And the Tsar is not the only one you'll need to defeat. If you really want to help this abandoned world, then you'll need to take down Chaldea too.
So that's his plan.
Surely you must have realized it yourself. You may be a servant from proper human history, but your true sympathies lie with this side, don't they? This Lost Belt is one of the dregs of history.
If Chaldea succeeds in their goal, you know what will happen to it.
Tell me more.
Gladly.
Shit.
All you Yaga here should listen to this too. I think we could all do great things together. Especially seeing as we have the same goal.
He got them into the NFT schemes. No.
This should give me everything I need. My caster, the rebel army, and Adelante. Salieri, and most importantly, the Vichebron. Chaldea, Mash Kyriolite, Remy. I will surpass you. All of you. I'm finally getting going.
So since Avicii isn't here, I guess that means we can't use golems now.
Oh shit, you have a line reading colors.
I mean, they can't have fooled all those people with this Kata coin. With this Kata coin is such a good investment. The ape even has a fancy top hat.
This ape has a fancy top hat, and it multiplies all of the magic in my magic circuits. It can even
What?
act as a pseudo command spell. Watch! Ping! That command spell costed us $2 million in Ethereum! What the fuck are you doing, Kadak? What do you mean you can buy command spells with crypto?
Oh yes, no need to worry about that. We'll take you there in the shadow border.
Okay, you know what? Quick little tangent. I legitimately think that if you took the concept of the blockchain and made it into a power system, it would actually be kind of sick.
But no, they decided to make it
But
based off of
instead you
capitalism.
make it fucking capitalism money bullshit. Okay, like straight up, I think for speculative fiction, cryptocurrency is really cool. If it's for something that doesn't exist and you can write about it as something that's like bleak and dark and stupid. But it really exists and that's why I'm angry about it.
Do you guys all understand like exactly what the blockchain is and like why, like what it does?
I generally
entirely.
like I know that the blockchain is essentially a ledger that is read only, you can't make edits to it, and it essentially is like you do transactions via solving cryptographic math problems that get harder and harder and scale more and more. And it's like just a ton of extra wasted work, which is why I think it's really cool for speculative fiction and nothing else.
I think that one way to think about it is it's basically like it's a technology that seems really cool, but nobody has found a good use of it
There's
yet,
not a
essentially.
single good use case for it.
And that's not like subjective. It's like every time I've heard a pitch for a blockchain technology, it's like, well, what if we want to have like immutable records? It's basically like a database that has like multiple like things that host it. So it's very, very difficult to take down unless you take out everything in the chain. That's like, it's why it's so immutable. So it's like, I know like a guy who was like, yeah, I know this guy who was like having a startup where they want to let people keep their documents in the blockchain and stuff. And that way, you know, like, because when Russia went to war with Ukraine, they topical, right?
Yeah.
Russia went to war with Ukraine, and a lot of people were like losing, like in Russia, like a lot of banks and stuff were like pulling out, like, you know, or pulling back on loans and stuff, or money or whatever that people in Russia were having just because they didn't agree with the war, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a really great case for this because they can't just get rid of it. I'm like, okay, but like, here's the problem. Your thing is like you're putting permanent records on that cannot be deleted or edited.
Yes.
So every time you want to make a change, you just need to make another full record of it. And then you have to know which one is the most recent. So basically, like every time there's a single change to it, like do you understand? It's like every time there's any minor change in it, like you need an entire another space for on the blockchain.
Yes.
So it's not super duper useful. Also, the problem is if you want to change your document for any reason, you can't. Like you just need to make a holder copy.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, so they don't really know how to. I mean, blockchain has been a concept that's been like widely talked about for at least 10 years, like since I was in college.
Yes.
But we still haven't found like a single good use for it.
Like I
though
literally
it sounds
the
cool.
only use that I have seen for it is as a speculative asset for people to gamble with. Which is not a good use case at all.
Nope.
Because it fails fundamentally as a currency. Anywho, crypto sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of crypto.
However, if someone wanted to make a magic system based on the blockchain, I think that would have room to be really fucking funny.
I just think that like there's not a world that I can picture where somebody makes like a fucking anime or something with the blockchain and it's not just a fucking grift.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, it also just casually kills the environment. Because it's like every single node on the chain is all doing the exact same work, which is like, oh, we already solved this. Well, my machine is still doing the problem that was already solved. Well, that's too bad, you know? Like, it's bullshit. Like, there's no reason why it should be a thing. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Did we already read this? I couldn't remember.
I could do it again. Things that do being what they are, we cannot afford to simply hide away any longer. We'll come pick you up right now.
Also, yes, it kills GPUs. There's so many, like, the third-party GPU market is fucked because if you try to buy a third-party GPU on, like, eBay, it's very likely you're buying GPUs from, like, crypto farms that are already burnt the fuck out.
Also, like if you were trying to see like a GPU for MSRP, like I just bought one. But like a lot of the cards that like I was really interested in were like even from major retailers were selling like 100 over MSRP.
Yup.
What
Which
the
is
heck?
like an insane amount of money.
There were literally
Yeah, no.
points where I had an old 1080 that is just sitting in my old computer that if I wanted to, I could have ripped it out and sold it for like 700 over MSRP because that is how much the crypto market was fucking GPU prices like a year or two ago.
Right.
That's, oh my
I think
God.
it's kind of calming down right now, but there's still like a shortage, and I'm sure the worldwide economy is about to be fucking hemorrhaged by the tariffs and stuff.
Yeah, baby!
Oh.
All right. You want a smooth tour to fight it? Have you lost your mind, Holmes?
The time for confining ourselves to our immediate surroundings has long since passed. Go off.
But I like my little confines. I don't want to leave it.
You were just talking about how you hated how you can't have fancy restaurants anymore. You can't have your pork chop sandwiches.
I just want to go to McDonald's. That's all I wanted.
From here on out, we will be assuming the same risk that Miss Wemmy has been facing on the front line all this time. Attention, all hands in the cockpit/command room, as well as those of you in your positions throughout the shadow border. We will now be piloting the border across Russia's vast territory. We'll most likely have to fight off demonic beasts and open Nikki in our way. It will be risky, but it is a risk we must take.
I understand, Holmes. No objections here.
Oh man, we are finally waiting to combat ourselves, huh? Oh well, I guess we have to get past. We can't have the gas pedal rusting over from this news.
The Gordol voice is so layered. It's
fantastic. I love it.
it's just me, but slightly British.
And wheezy.
It's very wheezy.
That plan is all okay with me. I, Jingle Abel and you, as well as the rest of the staff, are on board.
This
His name is Jingle Bell.
This
Jingle
motherfucker's
Abel.
name is Jingle.
That's why I only go by my last name. Don't worry about it.
Speaking as technical advisor in the Borders in Transit mainframe, I'm on board with this too. But,
Nothing correct. Be still, my heart. Could it be that the only one who isn't on the board is a big shot, tough elite mage sitting in the fancy chair? Aren't you a prestigious clock tower mage? A graduate from the policies department and that? You must have some experience in military affairs.
Oh, she is so after him.
But now you're telling us you're afraid of a little combat action?
I am not afraid! I'm just concerned about the Shadow Border's safety! It's the last bastion of humanity, after all! It's my duty to protect it!
I'm afraid just keeping the border safe won't stop the war from ending. We also need to use it to fight back. Am I wrong?
You think I don't know that? Of course I do! But can you guarantee our safety? Especially from, say, a cannon shell being fired straight in the command room.
I'm afraid you'll just need to trust me, and Mr. Menua's piloting technique on that. But if it's any comfort, I can tell you we have completed the simulator's most difficult course 10 times out of 100.
Really? Same course I've only ever beaten 5 times myself. Oh, I'm impressed.
Wait, you mean you tackled the course all by yourself? That seems like a safari rally.
Very well. I'll allow it. Being as I am a master driver myself, I know talent when I see it.
Master driver?
But as the commander, I reserved the right to order an immediate retreat if I sense we might not be... if I sense we might be in the slightest bit of danger.
Understood, Gordov. Miss Kira White, would you be so kind to contact Miss Wemmy? Tell her the Shadow Border is on its way!
I don't know if I've ever seen that portrait of Holmes.
There you have it, Master. Oh, fuck.
There you have it, Master. We'll be heading your way now. Please hold tight until we get there. Ah! It's you!
Say, I just realized something. That was Mash, right? The girl you told me about before? If she's a servant, why isn't she here with you? Well...
She has performance anxiety.
Fuck you, Shane!
I was literally about to say that! Fucking hell!
それは
それは
ちょっと、I see, I see.
This just gives me really mad vibes of Fooly Cooly, of the dad just being like, ha! Ha ha ha!
Got it. Just leave everything to me.
So that's your ride, huh? I like it already.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Please come on board.
This is great. It's faster than any horse could ever hope to be.
Damn right! Puts me in mind to head up to the deck and let loose a good old-fashioned yeehaw! Woo! This thing's practically a boat running on land!
Boats are slow.
It is, isn't it? There's nothing better than passing across a barren wasteland at full throttle. I have to advise against going up on the deck, though. Rushing through this weather at such speeds will freeze anyone to death, even a servant.
Couldn't they just use their spirit forms? Oh, but then they wouldn't be able to feel the wind on their faces, would they?
Don't you ever shut up! This right here is exactly what I hate about your boorish heroic spirits. Why couldn't Chaldea find any dignified servants?
I'm sure you'll meet some of those later in our journey, Goyov. What about the Grand Duchess? She would seem to be nothing if not dignified.
Yes, but she tried to kill me. Are you mad, man? Why would I take an ice demon like her as my familiar? Not to mention, just seeing her face makes my groin seize up something fierce.
Makes you what now?
Oh,
What?
my loins are cold.
Talk about a traumatic experience. Still, I'm actually with the old man's on this one. The Grand Duchess scares the hell out of me too.
Nonetheless, we cannot let fear hold us back forever, even your groin. If we're going to get through this, we will need to face her sooner or later. Don't you agree, Miss Wemmy? Oh, where is Miss Wemmy?
Guys, we left Remy.
Welcome back, Senpai. Foe?
Oh,
Hi there.
Hello, Musashi. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. Oh, I know we've only ever really talked on Discord before. I'm so happy to finally see
we
you.
get to actually see you. Woo! Same here. Nice to meet you too, Mash.
Glomps.
Thank you.
Ah, mm-hmm.
It'll...
Your shoulders and thighs are kind of stiff, aren't they? Have you been doing something?
Nothing special. Just my usual training regimen.
I see. Guess you don't have to worry about the physical side. So that just leaves the mental side. Hey, think you can make some time to talk later? There's so many things I want to ask you. For example, maybe you could tell me some juicy stories about Remy.
Wait, what kind of things do you want to ask her?
I can't answer any questions that would violate her privacy. Please understand.
Phew.
Oh, come on, Mash, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, there was this one time we were playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Mash, no!
It's nice to be outside again, Senpai. Home said I could go with you, what with the border close by and all.
Well, it's nice that we got here in record time, but something seems off.
You're right. I ain't sensing any enemies around here at all. May as well head inside.
I'm not smelling much here. We might have been wrong about where they were.
Then Matt shows her the Shinjuku pictures. Holy shit.
We scanned this location early ourselves and found nothing whatsoever. They must be masking all the Sylvan's readings, but it still seems strange that it would be completely deserted.
No, yeah, it actually just dawned on me that Beowulf's nips are actually just completely exposed to the cold.
Beowulf. I take it that your nipples are completely exposed to the pose? To the cold? And would prefer to charge in?
Huh? Well, yeah, pretty much. That's about how a siege ought to work when you're in a hurry.
Just cuts right through the wooden doors.
Something about that don't make a lick of sense to me. Still, I gotta agree that quicker's better at this point. But you know, I'm a quick servant and all, so that would make sense to me.
Very well. Go ahead and charge in, though I don't believe you'll find anything worthwhile.
So we got the go-ahead, huh? In that case...
Jesus!
He smashed the door to pieces in a single blow of his nipples.
I didn't have time to start a stopwatch. I just...
Talk about being quick on the draw. Woo!
With your nip?
Ooh, quick with the nips.
Looks like you were right. The place is deserted.
sense anyone here either. Definitely deserted.
Musashi's just floating around, I guess.
Woo!
I can make out Alante's scent. And Salieri's, though. Just barely. Looks like they were shipped out here about 3 days ago. What do you make of it?
Your guess is better than mine.
You can track scents?
You can't? Y'all got stuffy noses or something?
Nothing like that. Regular old humans just don't got the noses like you Yaga do.
What's a Yagadu? So your nose and your ears are basically useless? Well, that's gonna suck.
Well, Yaga Dabba Doo, suck my nuts. What is your damage?
Your master, there's a note here. Dear Mario, I baked an absolute dog shit cake. Just completely fucked it up. Please don't come over. Peach. Looks like someone named Kadok wrote it. You know him?
Nash?
Right. Beowulf, could I see that note, please? Yes, this is definitely Kadok's handwriting. I remember it from his Magecraft essays. And his video essay scripts that he would send me. I remember when he started talking to me about Garfield. It says Adelante and Salieri are to be executed in Yaga Moscow. And his next video releases next week, on the same day, 5 days from now.
Oh no!
Damn, so that's their plan.
It's gonna be a video essay about Oshinoko. We have to stop him! His opinions are going to be dog shit!
So he's calling us out. We gotta ride up to the capital to stop him, huh? Suppose we can make it in time? Of course, once we do, we'll have a whole passel of Operniki to contend with before we can even think about getting to the execution site.
Why would you even go at all? It's obviously a trap.
I'm sure it is. But the fact is, it's our only hope for success.
Bleh.
I'm sure it is. The fact is, our only hope for success is to distract the enemy and defeat them as quickly as possible.
Because Mega Man releases January 7th.
Listen.
Listen!
And to do that, we need as many servants to help us as we can possibly get. Adelante in particular is capable of taking on a large army all on her own. So if we're going to defeat Ivan the Terrible, or even face him, we're going to need her help. Ideally, I would like to have Avicii Brown and his golems around too, but...
Hey, speaking of Avicii Brown, that note mention him at all? After all that happened last we saw him, he must be either dead or captured.
No, I'm afraid there's no mention of him at all. Pachi, can you make out Avicii Brown's scent too?
Vigibron's tough to make out. His scent's always mixed in with dirt and rocks.
A small army.
Go on.
A small army the size of a large army. That just sounds like a small business loan of $1 million.
Oh my god.
That mask and full body outfit don't exactly help either. Too bad. I was hoping I'd get to meet the legendary Golem Keeper for myself, but... oh well. Anyway, it looks like we're done here, Master. Now all we've got to do is make a choice. Do we go to the capital? Would you rather have $1 or $2? What do you say?
I say we go save him.
$2.
$2.
So we've got me, Billy, and Miyamoto Musashi. That means it'll just be the three of us against the entire capital. Even if we look out, find Avitebron, and rescue Adelante. That still only makes 5.
Well, if things start to look bad, I can fight too. I should be able to at least,
That fucked me up so bad. I should be able to at least help keep you all safe while...
No. You won't be of any use to us in combat. Not with the state you're in. If anything, you'd only drag us down. Listen, in this world, you're either strong enough to survive, or you die.
I'm just dead weight.
Just because you can technically fight doesn't mean you would actually be useful on the battlefield. We're going up against the Operniki, the Minotaur, that priest in Kwanskaya, two servants we know almost nothing about, Grand Duchess Anastasia, and Ivan the Terrible himself. Not to mention...
Kadak Zen Lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the 7 cryptors. I have no doubt he's waiting for us.
I'm pretty sure I can beat just about anyone, but I know Ivan the Terrible's a monster who's been ruling this world for 450 years straight. And can't really say for sure that I can beat him until I've seen the bastard for myself. You're gonna regret that. I promise. If you guys want to go off and get yourselves killed, that's your business. But what about Remy?
I'm gonna go and get myself killed.
Even I could tell she's, well, different.
Hey.
Right? She's a weakling who can't even kill a single demonic beast on her own. Right?
Hey.
Well, Remy, are you really okay with dying?
I just wanted to do my best. Jeez.
Your best, huh? I'll tell you how you can do that.
Eh.
Don't move!
Yes, Daddy.
Wait, what?
Keep writing the text.
Pachi! Wait, Master, what did you just say? What the hell did she just say?
What the hell did she just say?
Hold it, Billy. You too, Musashi.
I want to talk to her in private. Just us.
Fine with me, Pachi.
Holmes! Are you okay? Are you trying to watch?
It's quite all right, Miss Kira White. Stand down, Billy, Miss Miyamoto. Pachi won't hurt her. He just wants a private talk. Isn't that right?
All right. We'll go wait outside the prison. Until you're done with your, talk.
And I'll go ahead and end our call.
But
Wait, are you sure that's a good... But-a-dum. I don't worry, it's fine.
How are you? We're doing all right. Hello.
Whoa.
there. Now it's just the two of us. You can tell because I told you it's just the two of us. Yes, well, I don't know when we all started lumping humans and Yaga together. Anyway, now that there are no more servants here to keep you safe.
Nope, there aren't.
Fucking!
Killing you would be way easier than killing a demonic beast.
Remy's furry awakening is such a funny fucking concept to me.
It really is. I'm so playing into this. Is fantastic.
I wouldn't even have to use my gun.
Oh my.
All I'd have to do is twist your neck a little bit to break it, and you'd be dead. Isn't that right?
Yup.
I love how you said that before it was even on screen.
I start just letting you know the furry awakening is working in my favor.
You'd die if one of your arteries got cut too, or if you just fell sick with an incurable disease. You can't handle drowning or fire as well as we can, and you especially can't handle this cold.
I'm so glad you're paying attention to me.
If I ripped that coat off you right now, you'd be dead in no time, wouldn't you?
Yup.
Yaga don't die nearly that easily. This cold might be deadly for you, but for me, well, I'd call it a bit chilly is all.
I love the idea that Patsy is dead serious. And like Remy is over here, red as a tomato, shaking, just trying to keep it together.
Everything he's saying.
If you want to kill a Yaga, you'd have to completely cut off their head. I'd have heard something called infectious diseases used to kill humans all the time. Never heard of a Yaga dying that way. I'm a lot stronger than you. All Yaga are a lot stronger than humans.
Yep.
Which is why I don't understand.
Chat, I'm gonna try to riz up this wolf.
How are you able to smile?
Am I smiling? Sorry, my face is just like this.
Yeah, all the damn time.
Oh.
Even if you're depressed or angry, you always look to me like you're smiling deep down inside. I don't get it. This world is nothing but pain and suffering. I don't ever smile. There's never been anything to smile about in my life. The closest I come is when I've had enough vodka to get drunk. I've never actually smiled deep down, from the heart. Be straight with me, Remy.
I could be bi.
Is your world really that happy?
Which one?
Up to you.
Speaking for myself, I was happy, yes.
Is that so?
I just saw the animation of Remy just like sitting down on a bench and like flicking her hair up, being like, "Yes, I was happy."
Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Now I get it.
You do?
I finally understand why I decided to go along with you, even if doing it got me killed. I want you to be driven to despair.
And then you register that second part and you're like, wait, what?
I want you to curse this brutally cruel world. To curse your body for being weak and fragile.
I mean, whatever you want to make me do.
I want you to curse yourself for being weak.
Whew! We're going that way. Got it. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen.
You say that now.
This slurping. Oh boy.
But you'll change your tune quick once you meet the Ivan the Terrible.
Oh, don't bring him into this.
I've changed my mind. The rebel army, the Tsar. I don't care about any of it anymore. I'm not gonna kill you myself.
Oh no.
But what I am gonna do is watch you fall into despair. I'm gonna be there when you're reduced to crawling on your hands and knees.
This speech keeps on going. Damn! Keep saying the right stuff.
You don't get to be happy. Not when even the idea of happiness is unattainable for us.
Oh no, I'm pretty happy right now. So, you're still gonna come with us?
You couldn't stop me if you tried. Not like you could kill me, right? Go ahead and tell the others if you want.
This is the part where Patsy just fucking kabedons Remy.
Besides, I'm sure that Holmes guy is eavesdropping on us anyway. He is, isn't he?
Yeah, Remy could take off the coat and she'd be completely fine right now.
No, I actually don't think he is. He wouldn't be into that anyway.
Oh, come on, sure he is. There's no way a guy like that isn't listening in as we speak.
Damn, this is some good shit.
This is some fantastic shit. Oh, done already? That went faster than expected. Weren't you eavesdropping the whole time?
This whole thing has you goddamn, you and me both, Keith.
I never do anything of the sort. An English gentleman's word is his bond.
So, what was that all about anyway? Because it looked to me like he needed killing. Or you
someone's
needed
getting
something
killed.
else.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's okay now. Whew.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You sure about that?
Look, just because I'm red as a tomato, it doesn't mean anything.
Your coat looks really disheveled.
Well, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. Of course, all bets are off if he pulls another stunt.
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry. It won't happen again.
It won't.
Oh, so-called gentlemanliness aside, I can promise you we weren't listening in at all.
For real?
Majikayo.
Oh, yes, I saw this good-for-nothing detective do nothing but demurely sip his tea the whole time.
It is important to us when one can, particularly in our case, given that we are cooped up in the shadow border. The longer the situation continues, the more likely it is to wear on our minds. I'm quite sure Caldea's stuff will come out other side just fine. But what about you, Gordolf?
Don't you mock me, servant. Not a day goes by that I don't wish for the sweet embrace of death.
Hashtag mood.
I have a lot of problems, I'll have you know. And with the massive losses I've suffered this time around, I'm all but doomed no matter what happens. Oh no. Now I want to die all over again!
Uh-oh, someone's trauma dumping!
But that aside, we only have so much tea to go around. I certainly don't see us finding any more here.
Talk about bouncing back.
Well, it doesn't matter either way. Come on, let's get going.
Gordolf is slowly but surely filling the hole in my heart that Roman left behind.
You are going to the capital, aren't you, Remy?
Yup.
Are you coming along too, Pachi?
Is that a problem? No, I won't get in your way. And the thing that I want to discuss with Remy is all settled now. Right, Remy?
Well, it's okay with me if it's okay with Master.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. But being one of the people who's been here from the beginning, there's something I want to say. Pachi, never try anything like that again.
Oh, she's on her territory!
Same thing happened in Babylonia.
And I don't just mean because I don't like what you did. I'm saying this is for your own personal safety, too.
You. Yeah, okay. I got it. Don't worry. Besides, I don't have to do anything like that again anyway.
Why does Master look disappointed all of a sudden?
It's gonna take at least a few days to get to the capital.
Uno
So what's your next move?
Hello. Hello, everyone. Bullet is here.
Hello, Bullet!
What? Yes, one moment. I have to pay my taxes.
Oh, okay.
Taxes were due like a month ago.
Not if you're a foreigner.
Well, he's not a foreigner.
Oh shit, you're right.
Do you feel like the people around you treat you funny for being a foreigner?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Is it weird? Like, is it a different experience, like being a gaijin foreigner versus just being like a foreigner?
Wait, what do you mean?
So like a gaijin is like that's like a white person foreigner, right?
No, not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Gaijin is just gaijin. It literally means foreign person.
Right. Okay.
Outside person. Yeah.
Do you think that white people gaijins get different treatment than non-white people gaijins?
Yes. So as an Asian person,
Mhm.
I get you speak a little bit of Japanese? Let me rapid fire you Japanese in like normal speed. And I'm like, ooh, that's rough. But also there's the, you look like us, so we're not going to look at the white person who happens to also be your partner. So he'll be speaking perfectly fine Japanese. Yeah. He'll be speaking perfectly fine and like ordering a menu or like off a menu or like going to the cash register or something, right?
Right.
And he would be the one paying or he's the one ordering and they would look directly at me.
Right.
And
How to
just
Train Your White Boy.
they'll respond to me. They'll respond to me, but he's speaking and they only directly look at me and they'll just like nod their head. It's so funny and weird.
I hear that one of the perks of being a white person in Japan is that you can walk while eating, and it's like they're just gonna do it. You just gotta let them.
Like a lot of the social like faux pas, they're just if you're white, they're just like, oh well, that's a white person, that's fine. But if you're Asian descent or somewhere else, they're looking at you like, what? Why are you doing
wrong
this?
with
Why can't
you?
you follow our culture's rules?
So like
why
walking
are you
and
using
eating
a
is not a
dishwasher?
thing?
Walking and eating isn't necessarily, it's kind of one of those faux pas in the same way like jaywalking shouldn't be a thing, where people do it, but then like if you do it, you're kind of seen as like a little uncouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I prefer to maybe not sitting, but I like to be stationary when I'm eating. Like what am I in such a hurry for? You know what I mean?
For the moment, I think we shall take the shadow border as close to the capital as safely as possible.
After that, we can ride bicorns the rest of the way.
You mean the same bicorns the Yaga ride?
Those are the ones. Think you can handle that, Remy?
Yeah, I can do that now. Yeah.
Master, does this mean you've been practicing horseback riding in secret ever since you fell off that horse in Rome?
I don't remember that. Did that really happen, or is that like an implied, like, hey, by the way, this happened?
I don't remember. But I don't think Remy was practicing horseback riding.
I don't think I was practicing horseback riding either.
Huh, that's so. Well, well, then you can get your own mount and saddle up.
Oh, hashtag release Rome.
Fine with me, of course. I got around on horseback a lot. I got around on horseback a lot back when I was crossing America. Horseback, how does it read? Back, okay. I got around on horseback a lot back when I was crossing America. That's how I was supposed to say it.
This is so strange. I'm thinking to myself, and I just saw my senpai threatened by a furry, yet she looked so happy at the same time. Are all furry awakenings like that? Is that just how it is? Fuck, they're telling me to release Rome again. It's that time of the stream.
Very well then. Everyone on board. It is finally time to begin our assault on Yaga Moscow, the very center of Russia, and the home of that enormous tree.
We're going to racist Georgia!
Woo!
How racist is Georgia, anyways? Like default Georgia.
I don't know.
Isn't Atlanta like the gay capital of the U.S.? Oh, good. We've got nodes on nodes.
Oh!
Cost
All right,
0.
We have an hour.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's see what we can do.
What does the AP cost 0? Does that mean it's all words, or does that mean it's?
Well, it's just no battles.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's a no battle node.
Yeah. So how is that different than literally every other node we've done so far? Oh wait, no, there've been 2 or 3 today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like
I don't
small
notice
battles.
because they're over so fucking quickly.
Yeah, we're here for a while, baby.
Section 20.
the tumultuous land. And Beowulf took a long nap. And so did Pachi. And Da Vinci's driving the thing.
No, Goldorf is driving. It's initial G.
Can't you see that time is passing?
Oh.
We'll soon be in the vicinity of the capital. This should be the closest we can get without the Opaniki detecting us. Beowulf, Billy, once we park the border, I would like you to find bike horns for everyone to ride. It is imperative that you do so before daybreak. I'll have our master take a quick nap in the meantime. Miss Musashi, you and I will keep an eye on things here.
Master's like, yay, nap time! Mass,
Woo!
yay, nap time! Da Vinci, I don't want to nap. This is bullshit. Whoa, we actually did do an Akira slide. All right, see you later. Give my regards to Sleeping Master.
So I'm on bike horn duty too, huh? Yeah, alright, whatever.
Oh, don't worry. This'll be easy. Okay, we'll be back soon.
All right, bisexual brigade, go! All right, be careful, everyone.
Woo!
It's so cold. Ooh, I can feel my breath actually freeze.
Yeah, I'd be dead in no time if I weren't a servant. Man, it's beyond freezing out here, isn't it?
Wear a jacket, you dumb bitch.
What?
Musashi, aren't you supposed to be on standby in the command room with Holmes?
Oh, that. I slipped out when no one was looking. There's nothing for me to do in there anyway. Besides, I want to talk with you. Mind if I sit next to you?
No, that's fine with me. I thought the bisexual brigade was gone, but I guess we have our own now. You've been to America and other countries in the Northern Hemisphere. A number of places in the Southern Hemisphere and the tropics? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, but exactly where in the tropics? Guam, Indonesia?
Nope. It was actually Hawaii. It was a real lucky break for me. It was a real lucky break for me that they speak Japanese there.
What the fuck?
They even had an udon restaurant! Maru something or other. Anyway, Hawaii is the best! I didn't get along too well with their goddess Pele at first, but we were good friends by the end.
Wow, you're such a seasoned traveler, Musashi. It's like you could race shift anywhere and fit right in.
You think? I mean, I'm always getting into some sort of trouble, like when I had to dine and dash.
But you seem to enjoy that kind of commotion and always find a way to overcome it. I really admire that. You should pay your fucking bills, though. Me, I could never hope to do that.
Oh, you just have to not pay your fucking bills. It's great.
I used to look forward to visiting all sorts of places outside of Chaldea. But now, the idea just fills me with dread.
Economy shit, isn't it?
I know, you have to pay to go anywhere nowadays. I thought I understood that reading about things and actually experiencing them were completely different. And then all of a sudden, you know, if I wanted to go see a movie, it was like $20 fucking, and then another 15 if I wanted popcorn. And yet, I used to be able to fight, but now my shield feels unbelievably heavy, along with the bill for that popcorn. I'm finding myself scared of the people in this Lost Belt and how they live their lives.
I see. So that's why you haven't been able to go out on the front lines. You know, Remy used to brag about you all the time. I remember once she told me, Ash is the best shielder in the whole world. There's no other girl in the world. There's no other girl in the world I trust as much as her. Something like that.
Why the hell do you have such a good senpai impression?
Oh, thanks, I try. And that's made meeting you kind of strange. I thought, what happened to the strong girl Remy always told me about? But now, it all makes sense.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm the only one relegated to providing rear support. I hate knowing I could be out there fighting as a servant. If only I could get out from under this fear holding me back.
So it's fear that's keeping you from fighting. Huh. In that case, isn't it out of your hands? I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't be scared to risk their life in battle? That's not really something you should feel bad about, you know?
Huh? You mean you're scared too, Musashi? Even after seeing so many worlds and surviving so many incredible, impossible things?
Ouch. I didn't realize you thought of me some kind of unfeeling gorilla woman.
Not an
Ew.
unfeeling gorilla woman, more like just a gorilla woman.
Oh. I mean, sure, I love fighting duels, but I've never not been scared to risk my life. It's kind of like, going for the thrill, right? Hell, when you get down right to it, the only reason I fight at all is because it's all I know how to do. If there was something else I was good at, or something else I wanted to do, I'd give up the whole dueling thing in a heartbeat.
100 gorillas versus Miyamoto Musashi.
In a fight, right? I mean, the fact that I'm still drifting around aimlessly just goes to show I'm no more than a scoundrel who can never find another way to live. But never mind that. For you, it's different. You used to be able to do this, and now you can't. Before, you were able to give it everything you had. But now, it feels like you don't have anything left to give. And that right there says it all. You guys never had to fight a battle where the whole world isn't rooting for you.
The gorillas are definitely boyishly handsome.
You've never been in a fight where your opponent loathed you. Bystanders despised you. Even though what you were doing may have been the right thing. Or if you were fighting to save countless lives from something terrible.
Justin Wong.
When you get down to it, these sorts of battles, they're all about making your problem someone else's. And that's always going to make your opponents unhappy, no matter how it shakes out. And now you're here in this world of polar extremes, and you've never experienced that. I'd be more surprised if you weren't having a hard time of it.
Then what should I do? Do I just need to shut my emotions off like some kind of machine? Is that how you've overcome all the obstacles you've had to face, Musashi?
Not really. I don't care what my opponent's problems are. I just tell myself that everyone's got their own stuff to deal with, and that's that. So then if I ended up cutting them down easily, that just proves I was right, and their battle's over.
Damn, she's doing the might is right thing that they've been telling us not to do for the past 6 weeks.
And that's why I'm gonna probably, vanish after this is all done. And if I can't do that, and they end up defeating me, it proves I was wrong. And that's for my battle. That's just the sort of good-for-nothing sword master I am. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm not really gonna be much help to you, Mash.
I see. So I'm the only one who can solve my problems. Still, I can't help but think. I wish I didn't have to. It's hard. Are we really doing the right thing for this world's history? And the Yaga who live in it?
Doing the right thing, huh? Well, whether you are or aren't, you're just gonna have to get past it. If it gets down to a life or death choice, you'll find the answers pretty clear, pretty quick. That's when people start showing you who they really are. Still, your worries are important and just as valid as anyone else's. You shouldn't be afraid to have them. That I can say for sure.
Really? All this time I thought I was just wasting opportunities.
Thinking about things is never a waste. If you actually did shut off your mind, that'd weaken you more than anything else you would do. Sure, there might be times when it feels like physically you've got nothing left and you can't save anyone on your own. But there's nothing more exhausting than the constant feeling that you should be doing something when you can't. I mean, sure, some people end up so overwhelmed by their guilt or indecision that they end up being a burden. But that's not you.
Okay, I'm good.
You're the kind of person who turns all that fretting into your own strength when all's said and done. So please don't feel like you're doing something wrong by worrying about this stuff right now. Worrying is just what you need to be doing. Trust me, people like you are some of the scariest opponents you can face.
Musashi.
Anyway, this isn't the sort of problem you can solve in a day. And in the meantime, you got me. And when we face Ivan the Terrible, I plan on repaying for all the help I got in Shimosa, and then some.
Alright, so how much was that session, Musashi?
Well, how many bowls of udon would I get from it?
I mean, I can give you this instant udon that we found in the kitchen.
Works for me!
Alright, cool.
Damn, Arturo sucks.
Arturo Sanchez is a fucking bitch! Okay, there we go. Got it out of my system.
Somebody reference AH3 for a second there. Oh no, it said Justin Wong, and I was like thinking the whole time, I was like, damn, Arturo sucks.
Damn, Arturo sucks!
Wong.
Alright, I think we can do it. I think we can get through it. Let's do it, gamers.
The Grendel Buster himself.
I could bring the Grendel Buster, but
No, don't do
my
that.
wife is right here.
Just bring the one that makes it fast.
yes, I need to have my wife here.
Thank you, Shane, for being patient throughout that entire bisexual talk.
That's okay. I know not to speak over the voice of bisexuals.
What the fuck?
Is this supposed to be Kadok?
Okay, I'm gonna assume this is Kadak.
Kajak.
Kadak.
Chaldea had assembled a group of mages chosen for their aptitude for race shifting. Of these mages, Team A was head and shoulders above the rest. Kirstaria Wodaim, the prodigy said to be the true successor of the Animosphere legacy. Ophelia from Russelone, the modern-day Valkyrie. I'm gonna fuck up all these names.
Do it. Fuck him up.
Not this one. This one's easy.
Scandinavia Pepericino, a man as shrouded in mystery as he is cheerful and well-liked. Beryl Gut, a mage who seemed more like he belonged in a gang. Akata Hinako, the taciturn misanthropic engineer who somehow got well along with everyone. David Simvoid, a man who seemed like a hole in reality itself. And Mash Kyriolite, the sole success of the demi-servant experiments. I guess that makes me the eighth. Kadak Zim Lupus. I know how little I'm capable of better than anyone else. My magecraft is mediocre, and my family history is practically non-existent. Our bloodline only goes back about 200 years. Nothing worth being proud of, really. But I was still chosen to be a master. Not for my lineage or my spell work, but for the power I was born with. I already felt like I'd wasted my life, so hearing they needed my help was the greatest joy I could imagine. After I came to Chaldea and joined Team A, I think my pride and my inferiority complex positively exploded. Every single member was an absolutely top-notch talent. Mash Kyriolite was a test tube baby born and raised in Chaldea. She was more like another piece of equipment than a person. At best, she was on par with a homunculus. She may have had the same rights as any human, but nobody had any expectations as far as personality or achievements went where she was concerned. A real mage like Wodaim must have thought just having her around was good enough. I agreed, of course. Neither me, nor David, nor Akta interacted with her more than strictly necessary. Although I think Pepe and Ophelia used to invite her to eat with them, saying she was one of the girls. It bewildered her more than anything else. Even so, Team A needed her. The other members all had an abundance of strengths besides their ability to ray shift. But not me. There was only one thing I had. All I could do was cling to the lucky coincidence that I just so happened to be able to command high-quality servants.
I forgot. Pull that log up for me. Oh, come on, that's no coincidence. Being good at other things doesn't necessarily mean you're the right person to restore humanity, you know? That's just as true even if you're bad at the other things.
Why are you like this to me?
This is how it's supposed to be. Think about it. Destiny is practically smashed in your door here. Ooh, what an image. So the only thing you, my friend, need to worry about is how to make that destiny yours. Once you do that, Kadak, you'll be well on your way. Me? Oh, don't you worry about me one bit. Destiny and I have always been on the outs. But you're just getting started. Think about it. The first line of protection for humanity itself. Who wouldn't dream about that? It's the closest any of us could get to being a real-life superhero, right?
Shoot me a mention!
Then Pepe clapped me on the shoulder as if to tell me to shape up and stop feeling sorry for myself. Usually I don't like people invading my personal space, but for some reason, I could never seem to get angry about it. He was right. He was right. I had to own this destiny, to swallow all the humiliation and bitter regrets I had leading up to this point.
The most notable characteristics of casters? Well, it's hard for me to say, being the unparalleled genius among the geniuses that I am. But if I had to name something, I'd say casters are just as difficult to command as berserkers, but in a different sense, really. I mean, I'm one of the good ones. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? A true mage is so caught up in their own thoughts and their craft that they don't even see people as people anymore. So don't even think about asking one to teach you their secrets. Your senses of what magecraft is will be so different they might as well be from another dimension.
Yeah, that figures. But even so, I'll still go with a caster. Ideally, after they've learned to supply themselves with magical energy first. Ah, I thought there was a continuation for that, derp. I stepped into the coffin, doing my best to deal with the feeling of my own mind becoming undone. Soon, my journey to restore humanity will begin in the little Japanese town of Fuyuki. I asked Octa about it, but all she had to say was that there was really nothing special going on. Maybe so, but there's still got to be something going on there. I can't let my guard down. Now's the only time to show everyone what I can do. To prove that I was chosen for a So much for that. It was all meaningless. My life was stolen from me before I ever even had a chance to prove how useful I could be. I didn't even get to take the first step.
Oh.
Still, at least now it would be over. No more of this inferiority complex shit that tormented me all my life. Or at least that's what I thought.
Great, I get to see Master Riz up all of these cuties!
Oh my god, it really is just a cutie parade.
Jesus
It was
Christ!
such a cutie parade.
Cutie parade!
God.
Okay, no, wait.
No longer cutie parade.
They said she saved humanity. Single, completely ordinary girl. The very bottom of the barrel, recruited because we just needed to fill a quota, who just so happened to be the only one to survive the explosion. She got to take the stage that was meant to be ours and accomplish something so great that no one could ever deny her worth. Normally, I could just ignore that. I could just tell myself not to compare myself to anyone else and just let it go. Normally. When I heard that, I was overwhelmed by the strongest jealousy I'd ever felt in my life. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's just not fair! It could have been me. I could have done everything she did. I could have done it better! Oh, whom, Steve?
To me, it just sounds like...
Confirmed.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait. I wonder if this
It's
is...
the scary titty lady.
Is it?
I don't know, probably.
I thought it was Wodai, maybe, because he's in charge, but maybe not. Okay, I'll just go with AI
I think this is
voice.
Scary Titty Lady. Yes.
I have a proposal for you chosen ones. An offer for those of you who were cast aside.
Hello, Trenton.
I heard a voice that wasn't my own. A voice so calm, so dispassionate, in such stark contrast to the gravity of what I had to say.
If you desire acclamation, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to God.
What kind of choice is that? Any living being would value their survival above everything else. The other 6 all made the same choice. So then each of us was given territory in a heroic spirit.
I have descended upon this world from another. The Tree of Emptiness will reset this world. From there, it will create new mythology. Crush proper human history, construct new gods with your own hands, create laws that are capable of accepting me.
My territory. My lost belt. Was it 21st century Russia where Ivan the Terrible still rules supreme? The caster I summoned was Anastasia Nikolaevna The caster I summoned was Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanova, the tragic descendant of the Romanov dynasty, and the last to bear its legacy. Russian is hard. But things here can't stay like this. The way of life here is completely at odds with the rest of the world. The Yaga life cycle is slowly but surely speeding up. And that broken excuse for a Tsar. It's planning on invading the other Lost Belts without letting the Tree of Emptiness take root. That can't ever happen. So I'm going to take him out. I'm going to put an end to his centuries-long reign and save Russia from his tyranny. Not for the Yaga's sake, but for hers.
I don't mind either way. Well, no. I suppose that's not true. I hate them. I hate those innocent humans who killed me. Nonetheless, I am human. I'm a Romanov. I'm not Ivan the Terrible. So even though I shall always carry this hatred and never again lower my guard for as long as I live, I will unite this Russia and see that it enjoys peace. That is both the Romanovs' wish and our solemn duty.
When she said that, she looked every bit the Empress she inspired to be. Aspired to be. Fine with me. If that's what she wants, I'll do everything I can to make it happen. I'll use anything I can get my hands on and trample anything that stands in my way. I'll even figure out a way to do something about Ivan the Terrible, who lives up to his name in every way. If he finds out what I'm up to, he'll have me brutally tortured and see me die for the second time in my life. But I don't mind dying again. At least it won't be as miserable as my first death. Alright, Kadak. It's time to make a stand. It's time to grit your teeth and face your fears. Remember, everything that you're doing is for this world.
I'm surprised you let me live. I imagine Kadak wants to keep as many servants around as possible. He has his own ambitions and his own mountains to climb. The more pawns at his disposal, the better.
I remember something now. Back when you fiddled with my memories, you told me you would let me see Amadeus.
I said that, did I?
At the time, I thought that meant Amadeus was on proper human history's side. But he wasn't. He was nowhere to be found among the ranks. They hadn't even seen or heard from him.
This is such a good face, bro.
The freaking teeth. Yeesh.
He's not here in Yaga Moscow, nor is he with the rebels. Is it that he was never summoned here to Russia in the first place? No, that's not right. He was here at one point, I'm sure of it.
In which case... Ah, I see you've eliminated all the logical possibilities then. Very well. I suppose that must mean time is indeed right. Yes, we were keeping the great prodigy here. We even took you to his room once.
You what?
You were, in fact, the one who wished for this. To be honest, I'm reluctant to open old wounds like this. But if this is what you want, I am honor-bound as a man of God to comply. Salieri, the man in gray who willingly cast aside his own sanity. Allow me to unlock the memories you overwrote of your own accord. Come, the time for the Requiem is upon us.
Oh. Repress it, Rasputin! Therapy is what you need.
Oh no!
Oh. Right. Think this here is where I'll get off.
Got it. Go out there and give him hell.
I'll damn well try. Well, Master, guess this is adios. Good luck taking down Ivan the Terrible. I'll meet y'all later. Of course, that's assuming I come out of this alive.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise? Well, this is downright embarrassing.
But I'm sure serious. I will make sure I'm there when you face off against that tyrannical bastard.
Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We've got no idea what we're in for, but if we're gonna do this, it's now or never. No prep, no practice.
Let's go. We're going in raw, bitch.
What?
Gotta say, you don't seem too phased.
Not with all you guys here to help me.
Well, now this is kind of embarrassing, huh, Lady Musashi?
Beowulf literally just hit us with the DreamWorks smile.
Oh my god, you're right.
Are you thinking of the Flynn Rider smile?
Maybe.
Can't let her down now, can we?
I know that. Come on, let's do this thing.
The swap on his face was so fucking funny.
It's almost time. Anything you want to say?
No.
You look troubled. Having second thoughts? Feeling caught between a rock and a hard place?
In doing this, I'm betraying the future.
No, you're not. We're the ones who have been betrayed. I just want to show her that her actions have consequences. And if she has any conscience, I want her to make amends. Deep down, you know we're in the right.
So you want me to bear the shame?
You can call it shame if you want. Me, I think you should be proud.
Right.
Can we really be sure she'll come? She must know she's at a great disadvantage.
Have you seen the way she is with that Yaga? Definitely.
You've seen it?
She will come. I'm sure of that. Her actions to date speak for themselves.
If we're gonna do this, I want to turn the tables on everything all at once. Right, Avicii-Bron? Oh yes, I suppose this must be quite the thrilling story of a much-wronged underdog emerging triumphant, at least as far as you are concerned. You're wrong about that. There's nothing thrilling about this for me. This is simply a demonstration. I'm going to prove once and for all that I can do everything she can, and more. I see. Well then, this is goodbye. It's time I met back up with Remy, after all.
Cowardly, sensitive, bold, cunning. I must say, my master is certainly anything but dull.
I'm only third-rate at best. I can't leave any stone unturned.
Your deck is at least second-rate. Well, if it's any consolation, I don't dislike that self-deprecating side of yours.
That's what happens when you play Dragon Rulers. I'm not being self-deprecating. I'm just being honest.
If Konyanskaya were still here, I would have had her keep an eye on all the key points. But it looks like that little minx isn't here in Russia anymore. I suppose she decided early on that we weren't worth her time.
Fine with me. I'm used to being written off. I'll go ahead and announce that the execution is about to begin. That way, we'll know exactly where they'll show up. Ah! What was that?
I got a portable.
Then you can make it to me. I speak for the Tsar. You must not trouble him, no matter what the circumstances may be.
Yes, Your Imperial Highness. A servant has appeared in southwest Yagamasca who is attacking every Openiki in sight.
Master?
You said a servant? So there's only one of them.
Yes, sir.
Then it's just a diversion. Ignore him.
We can't do that. Me or Breniki are sworn to kill anyone who defied the Tsar. That was the sole reason for our existence.
Alright, I get it. Then just make sure you deal with this quickly. Do not wake the Tsar up, no matter what.
Yes, sir.
That could have gone a lot better.
You truly are a glass half empty type, aren't you?
Well, the Operniki here are damn near invincible. They should be able to handle a single servant. If they use the emergency prerogative, it won't be too long before they send his head rolling. I gotta reload! Damn it, how many does that make now? I lost count. 100, 200? Maybe it was closer to 3. Damn good thing I'm a servant. If it weren't for the whole limitless ammo thing, I'd be going on. Whoo! I'd be using my fists and harsh language at this point. But taking on limitless things, looks like there's no end to these Operniki either. I ain't half bad at guerrilla warfare. Whew, but this is a tall goddamn order. Hey, y'all. I don't suppose you'd mind in giving up and skedaddling anytime soon, would you? Let's see. I got 2 at my 1 o'clock, 3 at my 7, and another one at my 4. All right, Billy. Just take a deep breath, whistle a little tune, and make sure your gun hand's steady. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask y'all. God damn it, missed one. Ow! You little... Panting like a damn dog here. I get the feeling I must have done this sort of thing plenty back in the Wild West. Water being scarce as it was. Damn it. That smarts. I know what I was thinking going this one alone. I'm an idiot, plain and simple. Still, I'm the only outlaw around these parts. If the odds weren't against me, well, it wouldn't be me. That's it. This ain't no picnic. I know I can take on any more of them alone anymore. Wonder if all that nonsense Da Vinci was going on about could really help.
Do you mind if I tinker with your gun?
Uh-huh. Where'd that come from?
See, I'm a genius without peer in history, but I still can't do anything with weapons that were forged by gods or legendary smiths. After all, weapons like that have their origin in mystics from a long time before my own. And of course, that doesn't stop some cheeky heroic spirits from modifying others' weapons, but that's a topic for another day.
This gun is the best gun ever.
At any rate, your Thunderer came off an assembly line, so I can work my magic, as it were, on it for you. And as luck would have it, that particular model is a rare find. Mass production may have succeeded at standardizing the quality of most goods, but every now and then an exception still manages to sneak through. As luck would have it, that weapon of yours is just... What? Fucking, hold on. I feel like I've read the sentence 3 times. As luck would have it, that weapon of yours just so happens to be one of the finest specimens anyone could hope for. But without help from a genius like myself, that's how it'll ever be.
So, are you telling me that Billy the Kid got lucky and got one of the good GameCube controllers?
Yes.
I gotta say, I'm mighty fond of the weight and balance of my gun as it is now.
No, you only think you are. Let me have a look at it. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. By the time I'm through with it, you'll be able to shoot through anything and everything. Those magical bullets really do work wonders. The only catch is you'll need to be ready to handle this modified gun's kit back. You ready to raise your spirit or to another rank?
There's only one way to activate it. Concentrate. Overcome. And keep on moving. Look to the limits beyond the limits. Head for the lightning that lies beyond. Set your sights on the horizon and keep on running. Mount your horse and head straight for glory and destruction. All right. Let's settle this, Operniki!
Damn.
He got a cool hat. He got a cool hat.
Turned out a lot bigger than I thought, but the grip still feels as good as ever. Heavier now, though, but I suppose the improved balance offsets that real nice. And to top it off, it's got 3 times the destructive power. Now that's what I'm talking about! Alright then, Operniki. Y'all better not be coming around here thinking I'm the same old Billy the Kid you've been kicking around all this time. I ain't. Now show me what you got, you yellow-bellied shits! I'll gun you down by the thousands if I gotta!
He's got a red muffler!
He's so cool!
He's got a red muffler! Confirming Master Wemmy's coordinates. Confirming infiltration into Yaga Moscow.
All right, real quick. So now from the other side of town, you just hear... Yeehaw! And just incredibly muffled gunshots.
You're coming in wild and quick on our end, Beowulf. Do take good care of our master.
Where's Mash?
Oh, yes. That girl is off getting treated in Da Vinci's ICU so she can transform into a servant. Given how close we are to the enemy territory, there's no telling when they might try to attack the border. So I suggested she go and prepare for battle, just in case. Even if she can't fight on the front lines, she can at least stand in front of me and hold a shield.
What the? Gordolf?
Yes, that is my name. Why are you looking at me like that? I'll have you know that is a perfectly reasonable plan.
Pardon me, Gordolf, but I suggest you keep an eye on the mountains in the north of Yagal-Moscow. Remy, Gordolf is white. Miss Kira White is receiving a tune-up of sorts from Miss Da Vinci as we speak. Miss Kira White was the most insistent upon it. She said she wished to fight as a servant in the event that circumstances called for it. You mean you knew when you let this happen? Please don't glare at me like that. This happened after you left for Yagal-Moscow. If all goes well, there should be no issue whatsoever. So please, focus your efforts on rescuing Miss Arawante. Personally, even if she is able to transform again, I still have no plans to include her in our combat links. Nor do I have any intention of sending a servant out to the front lines when her output has dropped so dramatically. I will only send one there if I am certain they are capable of seeing the mission through. Even that means stopping her from rushing to your aid while you are in dire predicament. It's not been maxi enough, you understand? Then do please focus at the task at hand, Miss Wemmy. I'm not going to add to her burden. I'm a good master. Very good. Then let's consider the current situation. It seems we still have some time before Miss Arawante is scheduled to be executed. Billy and Beowulf's fighters have begun their division. There are fewer Opaniki here in the capital than we had foreseen, though there's still quite a lot. Now, is there anything in particular that stands out to you? It's actually a little warm here. It's kinda, you know.
They say that the Tsar's power keeps the blizzard from raging too hard in the capital. There's some truth to that. This part of Russia is a lot nicer to live in.
I don't see many onlookers. Maybe they are afraid of the Opaniki? Once the Opaniki begin fighting, I imagine any crowds that have gathered to watch won't stick around for very long. The problem is, well, the most urgent problem, I should say, is the enemy servants. One of them we must be especially wary of in particular. No, not the priest, not Konoshaya, not Anastasia, nor even Ivan the Terrible. It is, in fact, the Minotaur. His position will determine our opening gambit.
I kind of forgot about the Minotaur.
So did I, don't worry about it. Now then, Wiggly Boy. I saw the court mage not long ago. This may be rude of me, but the old-fashioned humans really do have such interesting faces.
Let it be known that the leader of the rebel army is to be executed by beheading. Unfortunately, as we don't have a guillotine here, we will be doing something special for this execution.
Farewell, Adelante, leader of the rebel army.
Well, this is fortunate. It would seem Walk is on our side. How? Our first most pressing order of business is to rescue her. To do that, it is imperative we not get separated. What, therefore, should exist should our next course of action be? Wait. All we need to do is get close. Asterios may have some measure of intellect, but from my own observations, the Minotaur does not. Which means that the plan should never work on the former to succeed in the latter. This makes him the perfect target. Are you ready, Wemmy? Okay, deep breaths.
I knew that's what you were gonna pick.
Well done, as you have proven time and again. You are always the best when matters are the worst. Look at you, who's a good Wemmy.
All right, let's charge in head on.
Sounds good to me. Musashi heading out.
Musashi ikimasu!
Ikemashou!
So you're just gonna barrel in there with no plan at all? That's insane.
That's just how we do things in Chaldea.
Damn it.
Maybe you should think about getting out of here?
I will, once I get a little closer.
See? I knew they'd show up.
What? Hello? Door knocking? It was nothing. I think I'm going insane. I think it's the schizophrenia finally setting in.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't last 2 seconds if I got caught up in a servant battle, so I'm gonna get out of here.
You fool.
Adelante. It's time for you to make a choice. I don't care which one you go with myself. But if you want to save the Yaga here, you know what to do.
Stay back, Master of Chaldea. All right, Patchy. I think it's time you skedaddled. You just find somewhere to hide, then sit back and enjoy the show.
You don't have to tell me. I'll go find a hiding place right now.
I'll go find a hiding place real quick, Musashi!
So, you're here. This time, I'll eat you. For sure. Is that so? If you think you can handle me, then you just take your best shot. But I should warn you, not even the dragon was able to choke me down.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Whew! I'ma go and heat up some curry, and hopefully it still heats up or is done before you beat these guys.
It should be fine. We're gonna get through this real quick.
Damn, Kadok sucks.
He's kind of a fucker.
He's like, oh yeah, I was so jealous of the Master of Chaldea, but like the thing is, jealousy is technically what you feel when you're afraid of somebody taking something that's yours. Envy is what he is, because he didn't own shit.
Yeah. That is not the voice I expected
That's
for
not
this.
what I thought he was gonna sound like. I was gonna say the same shit.
What the fuck? He sounds
like-
baby.
He sounds like fucking that foot freak from Samurai Remnant that you like so much. Jaemon.
Oh, I didn't hit the arc button. You're right.
Let's see it.
There we go.
Oh, I can't. I didn't unmute it in time. Bummer. Oh, dude, I hate it when I hate it when I get put in the crystal. Damn. Oh my god.
The DMC animation goes actually
what?
crazy.
Hold on. What's that fucking move called?
My man's just got shot.
I forget what that one's called.
Oh my god, Rainstorm?
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure it's called Rainstorm.
God, I haven't played DMC in a minute.
Woo! We finished right before Shane's bedtime.
It's true.
Yes.
I'm so tired.
I know you're tired.
I'm a sleepy peepee guy. I don't know what to tell you.
You are indeed a sleepy peepee guy.
I think I gotta get some blackout curtains for my room.
You're finally doing it?
Doing what?
Getting the blackout curtains?
I could have prioritized it more highly. I went and tried to get some blackout curtains from Meijer, which is like a kind of like supermarket.
Oh,
type
no, I
thing
know
we have.
Meijer. We had Meijers back in Kentucky.
Yes, but they were just a little bit too. They weren't long enough. No, they weren't wide enough for my window, I guess. The double pack I got. So I need to find a slightly longer pair. And then I'll put it on.
Oh, was it done already?
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
That
It was
fast.
just a battle, and that was it. And
It wasn't a very long battle.
5 minutes
Oh.
till, which is perfect. It means we actually got
Perfect.
to finish on time, and it means, according to chat, next week
Might
is
be
going
the
to be
week.
the conclusion.
Woo!
You know, knock wood.
God, I have no idea what LB2 is. I know LB6 is like Freaky Camelot, right?
LB6 is Camelot, but freaky, yes.
LB7 is Dino Land.
LB7 is Dino Land. LB5 is Jason, I think. LB2 is Napoleon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that servant that you got at the beginning of our fucking run
Yeah, exactly.
2 years ago.
Dog. Okay, Shane.
Yeah.
I think you would sound so cool as Napoleon.
Oh god, I just realized. Yeah, he's been here all this time, and
Yeah.
nobody's given him a voice.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'd sound too baby for Napoleon.
I guess we'll have to decide when we get there.
Well, I'll have to decide, but all right.
Gamers, I think that's it for
Yeah.
tonight. As per usual, if you're new here, I got a Blue Sky, I got a YouTube, and I got a Discord. I post about streams on one of those 3 platforms every week. That's all the streams I got planned for this week. So, hey yo, Jason Maximus, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. And yeah, that's basically all I got going on for this week. Next week, we'll be back with some more Yugi Man, some more FGO. Depending on if my life is back under control and I finish up some commissions this week, maybe I'll bring back some Friday stuff. I'm looking into what I can do.
Yippee!
But, Shane, is there anything that you would like to say to the people?
The people need to hear this. Let the people hear this.
No one's stopping you.
God, I feel like there was something, and now I don't remember. Yeah. I don't know, man.
New
I'm
Uni
just
next
hang-
week?
I've been meaning to go through and make the final outtakes reel.
Yes.
The problem is I was gonna do it in time for April Fools, and then my mom had to stay with me for like 3 extra days, so that didn't happen.
Understandable.
Because she is an agent of chaos, so work does not get done when she is around.
Yeah.
There was also it's just been something like every weekend essentially, which is when I would probably have time to work on that. And then my brother is getting married at the end of the month, and also I have a wedding the week before that, and also my mom is visiting this weekend. So just don't even it'll be there when it gets there. Eventually I'd like to make a kind of like a making of Uni E, just to explain the process, and then maybe in that video I'll total up how much it cost me to make that.
Oh, and then you have we do little interviews or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do it. It'll be like a 60 minutes.
60 minutes under night in birth in English.
Right. We'll see whoever I can get on. I saw somebody was bitching on Blue Sky today about like, hey, it's like so not cool to make people join your Discord to audition or anything. It's like, and even if like, unless they're actively participating in like development, like you should just have them email their lines. And I felt like so bad because I asked people to join the Discord to collaborate, but only once they were cast. And then once
I mean,
they
I
were
think
done,
that
I
having
said-
like a Discord for a project is fine.
I think
that's fine
that
too.
joining a Discord to audition though,
that's dog shit.
I
Yeah,
think
would
is
agree with
dog
that.
shit. It is absolutely dog shit.
It's so much. There's also like some places be like, oh, like you need to be a certain amount of active in the Discord to stay on the project. Is like what is
What?
this
No.
strange like friendless rule you have?
No, yeah,
Um,
if I ever get shit like that, it's like you better be paying me at least $1,000, or like I'm like no,
that's the
no.
thing is like nobody who ever has a real amount of money will ask for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Anyways, so it's probably okay. But anyways, I'm almost certain that Uni probably cost me somewhere around $3,000, like start to
Oh
finish.
wow.
Because you actually
well,
paid people like real rates.
It's not like honestly, I still feel like I was like barely paying people. Like, I mean, it felt like fair. I was like, hey, look, here's the deal. Here's how much you'll get. And like it depends on I guess what you count as a line. Because if you count a line as like a single like chunk of dialogue, then it was actually like pretty decent rates sometimes. I think one time somebody got paid $1 per second of audio they sent me. So that was pretty good.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Anyways, but yeah, that might happen eventually. Other than that, if you want to see, I'm trying to doodle approximately every other day. I don't know that I'm going to doodle tonight, but follow me for those. I've been slightly more active on Blue Sky lately, but I don't also try not to like oversaturate my feed with just every crazy thought that passes my mind. So in other words, I have nothing to promote right now.
Understandable. You will one day have things to promote, and when you do,
Sure.
I'm going to be ecstatic. I cannot wait
you.
for
Thank you.
Shane's animated pilot arc.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
I've been thinking about making like micro, like not lately. So the thing is, once you have a relationship, suddenly your free time, you know, it's like you hear like about like, oh, like this is the most like, you know, oh, I'm having a birthday party for my cat. Like, okay, that is single person behavior. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Mhm.
Same thing applies. Like I thought for years about making like little micro essays, just talking about particular parts of like a larger thing. Like I would love to say something about like Kaname Date, or I thought about having like tiny little essays talking about like what I found compelling. Like we're talking like 5 minutes or less about like what I found compelling about each one of the quintessential quintuplets. And then that's just never happened because I've never had enough free time. So
Yeah, I feel very privileged in that I'm in a situation where I can more or less just focus on like my stuff, because I know that if I also had to hold down a 9 to 5 and stream and do auditions and make all of the stuff that I'm making right now,
right.
like I would go insane and die.
I think like genuinely like I prefer the stability of a 9 to 5, but it is so difficult to hold down a 9 to 5 and like especially like for like voiceover. I know that there are some voice actors out there that like they have their 9 to 5 and then on top of that they're doing auditions and stuff. That's
Dang.
so hard. Like staying motivated like that.
Yes.
I don't regret the way I spend my time. Like I try to make sure I never squander my time. I enjoy the time that I spend like with my girlfriend or with my family or with my friends or whatever. But that is simply time that cannot be spent on other things. And that is something I have accepted. And it's, to me, it's okay. It's like, hey, if these kinds of things slow down a little bit, like if I was still doing Uni E, I would be completely like, I would be on my last legs without a doubt.
No, yeah, it is. As someone who worked a 9 to 5 and then also tried to do like streaming, hanging out with friends, watching seasonal anime, and then also worked a studio job as like a video production assistant and editor.
Right.
There was a point in my life where I would get back from work, go to bed, have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to take a bus to go to the studio to make it there in time to get gear ready, so that way we could take a 3-hour drive to like some bumfucked place in Kentucky to film a book trailer for like this weird vampire slop romance novel. And like I remember, I have so many stories from like my time as like a production assistant that are just so bizarre. And like just the amount of just like exhaustion that I had to do from like burning the candle at both ends constantly. Like no joke. Between my studio job that I had, working graphic design for a place while also doing YouTube stuff for my old boss. I legitimately think that I have taken years off of my life that I'm never going to get back.
Oh dear.
There is a point where I was working as a graphic designer for this place. I would get home at like 5 or 6. I would then at that point take a nap for about 2 hours. I would wake up, do all of the work that I had to do for my big YouTube client. And that would be like, I would be editing until about 4 in the morning. And then I would sleep
Holy
for
shit.
another 2 or 3 hours, wake up, take an Uber to work. And I would repeat this process like throughout the entire week. It is like literally the most money I ever made in my life at that time. But I swear to God, I was trading my life force for it.
Oh damn.
And I had no time to do anything else. And then once Saturday rolled around, my entire Saturday, every single time for about a year, was me sleeping for about 15 hours.
Damn.
Oh, God, I was about to sneeze. So, yeah, I have some stories that I'll probably talk about one of these days. But, Colors, is there anything else that you would like to share with the people?
Not that I know. I'm kind of in a similar boat where I'm just kind of, well, I got all the good stuff. I mean, I have my biscuit. Yeah, you just put that in there. But yeah, I'm trying to get through commissions. A lot of people have asked me for comms, and which I'm very happy about. Thank you very much for giving me your money. I will get more of those hopefully open by the end of this month. I did see, I think Riley was like, hey, I want to get a commission. I'll hopefully open by the end of the month. Maybe. Depending how I get through everything. But yeah, I hope to do more voice things, and thank you for having me on as always. Yay.
As always. Did they finally stop banging on the fucking walls?
They did. I wonder if either
Maybe they're
being
getting freaky.
I wonder if being in my booth helps, just like putting up everything, or if they just left. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm thinking of trying to find more ways to like secure my booth and maybe put like even more padding around it, so that way.
If
I'll talk about it. If anyone has ideas, maybe like floor to ceiling kind of deals of like curtains and whatnot. I have no idea.
I have some things I could probably throw at you in terms of DIY stuff.
Yes, that's pretty much all I can do. So
yeah,
I would appreciate that.
We could probably get something worked out. We'll
Yeah,
see if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
something we can do about that, because that there was a point where I was hearing it through the mic.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
kind
that
of
was
scary.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, you're literally shaking my walls. What the hell? I can't be that, like, I know I get loud. I can't be so loud that you can't just knock on my door and be like, hey, can we talk about this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
All
rather
right.
not incur that wrath.
Exactly.
So anyways.
All right, I need to send you all somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I'll send you all to another stream. You know what? I don't ever get the chance to raid the gurus. They're playing
Ooh.
Great Ace Attorney. Let me see where they are right now. If it's like
Classic.
super spoilery territory, this is... Okay, they're still early. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid... I always forget exactly how their name is spelled, and I just clicked off, so now I don't have their Twitch pulled up. I'm so dumb. There it is. All right. There we go. We're raiding Gacha Gurus. They're doing Great Ace Attorney.
I am out for the night. So, as I will always say at the end of these streams, remember to wear a mask, stay hydrated, get vaccinated, and let's take care of each other, everyone. Take it easy.
Take care.
Master, what are these furry books that I keep finding in your room?